Because if I was emotional, yelling, raging, raising my voice, right, that would be seen as abusive, verbally abusive. I count tears and cries just the same. We're both grown adults. If you need some time alone to cry and work through your emotions and feelings, that's completely fine. But we can't be in communication because what happens a lot is men, y'all see a woman crying and y'all start conceding, y'all start apologizing, y'all start
Yeah.
feeling like automatically the bad person just because someone else is crying. You feel bad. Like, oh, dang, I'm sorry. I didn't want to make you. Like, so you getting controlled and manipulated. They might be doing it genuinely, non genuine. I don't care. The end result remains the same. They change your position. It's really not about communication and getting to the deeper issue at that point. And it's really about somebody pulling leverage. And you start altering what you say, you do, how you respond and react. So a lot of times men miss that. That's probably the number one technique that wins landslide in most conversations with men and women is they just get to crying and men feel a certain way and then boom, they're landslided. But I often say, hey, like, okay, I understand. I don't shame the emotions, but I definitely try to give the person abilities to learn how to work through emotions and then have legitimate conversations because we can't do that at work. I can't just start crying. That would be seen as unprofessional. I have to go get my more emotions sorted and come back.
No, that's a fact. Real quick, guys, let me welcome Ronan to the panel, man. What's up, Ronan? I thought I did earlier, but my mic was on mute, so I'm sure nobody heard it because that's what mute do. But shout out to you, Ronan, and welcome Miguel back to the channel. I get Miguel. You see, I still had you coming up. I was gonna read it, but everybody started cooking, so I ain't want to
Yo,
interrupt.
is
Yeah,
this
But
first time? Is this the first time we see Ronan with a hat?
is it? It may be.
I think
Yeah,
so.
bro. Hey, this morning
I
we
think
got
so,
up.
right?
Listen, this morning we got up. We drove out to a dam that they have out here. Walked around the dam. Went to a little adventure place where they had like a suspended bridge. Walked across that a couple times and came back. So, my hair's
Wow.
brothers. I ain't trying to look a mess up on here. So, I'm gonna cover up.
I
Get
only
my
knew
hair.
that because I wasn't getting seasick. That's the only reason.
Oh yeah, the waves are not out today. The waves have been closed. What little
But
waves
yeah,
I
no,
have
shout
left.
out to you, man. While you were saying that, I was listening. What's that? That Stevie Wonder? No, that's that Darnell Jones. I see us in the park. something, something. Shout out to you though. Ronan, taking
Sure.
care of the household, man. That's what you do. Miguel, you wanted to chime in on what you were saying, good brother?
Oh yeah, I was about this keeping your hands to yourself, right? So I think I was like probably like 7 years old, and I was over at my cousin's house after school because my auntie lived right around the corner from the elementary school I went to, and so we was all outside riding bikes, popping wheelies, doing dumb shit, man. And this little girl, I can still see her to this day.
Mm,
Man, she
I
had a
already know where you're
broomstick.
going with this.
Yeah, she had a broomstick, right? And
Mhm.
she threw the broomstick right in. I can still see it going in slow motion into the front tire, bro. So I couldn't pop a wheelie forever. When I set it down, the broomstick went like this around in the tire and then got caught in the fork. Woo, bro.
Hey, yo, McGizzy, why you leave me, man?
Oh man, I had my internet was acting up, bro.
Now you left me here by myself. They was
Oh,
going in.
hey, my
Yo,
apologies, bro.
now they left me dead.
You
You
got
know,
reinforcements
My
now. You
apologies.
got
Hey, I'm
reinforcements.
gonna call you after we get off the panel, bro.
no, they started telling me.
I
I
gotta give you some extra
no,
time, bro.
they
My
told me
bad.
a woman hit me. I should beat her up.
Hey, you
Yo,
got reinforcements now.
so I'm getting to that. Hold on. Like, check this story, right? So, I tumble. I go head over heels over this bike. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, I
Mhm.
get up. I walk over to the shorty, and I cock back. I'm like 7 years, like I said, like 7 years old. My uncle's on the porch. I hear him in slow motion. I can, bro.
No.
No. Yo, when I tell you, I punched the reset button on that bitch.
Mhm.
My
Yeah.
my aunt whooped my ass.
Uh-uh.
My grandma came over. I don't think she can. I don't. To this day, I don't know if she come over just to beat my ass or if she was in the area because my grandma lived like a couple of blocks over. But my grandma came over when they found out what happened. My grandma whooped my ass. Then my mom, when my mom came to pick me up, of course, my auntie told her what happened. So then my mom whipped my ass again. Oh, you're not supposed to hit women. You're not supposed to hit girls. What the? Now I'm confused. I'm genuinely confused because y'all tell me, y'all told me this is what, if somebody does something to me, you hit them back.
Right, for sure.
What the fuck are you like? What the?
There's an exception clause to that, Miguel. There's an exception clause to that.
I did not know the exception clause until I was getting my ass whooped 3 times that one day. But
To me, there ain't no exception clause. You're getting clocked too.
yeah, but I say that to say this. This is the long way around. If you put your goddamn hands on me, I'm gonna slap the piss out of you. I don't give.
Thank you.
Look, nah,
Don't
this is
get
y'all wanted equal rights and all. You don't get to act like a fucking hyena and then get to go back and disguise yourself under the like under this flag of woman. Oh, I'm a woman. I don't do. Nah, I'm gonna look at and I'm gonna tell you before I do it. Look, you better act right. You touch me again, I swear to God, I'm going to slap you so hard your fucking ancestors are going to feel it. I'm going to reset you. I'm going to reset. Nah. And then, but then the other thing on that is after I do it, I'm going to leave. And I don't give a fuck if you call the police. Because guess what? If I don't do something and you call the police, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to jail anyway. So I'm going to hedge my bet. And I'm going to make that motherfucking jail time count, because I'm gonna slap the dog shit out you. I'm gonna make it count. Because I don't want you wasting the police time, and I don't want you lying on me, say that I did something to you. No, I'm gonna leave a mark on you so that they can say, oh yeah, he definitely did that. I don't want you lying on me, bitch. You put your hands on me, I'm gonna slap the fucking piss out you.
I ain't going to jail for no
Exactly.
Exactly.
Now allow me to be clear real fast. I said I don't believe in the saying that men shouldn't hit women. I believe in the saying that should nobody put their hands on nobody. Because if you force me to defend myself, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Listen, and if you from the hood, for real, there's chicks in the hood that could fight. You know what I mean? I mean, I could get. Well, I said I'm not showing no more receipts. But there's 2 chicks from my neighborhood that we know got at least one body. At least. I'm not playing these games with y'all. Don't put me in a position where I gotta defend myself.
Yeah, do not touch me. And I'm not saying I'm gonna beat a chick or beat up a chick like I would do a dude. Nah. But okay, frankly, Scarlett, I really don't give a damn, and I'm gonna slap this.
I think I was about 9. Similar situation happened in elementary school. Some girl kept on hitting on me, and my mom was like, "Don't you touch no women." All right. So I came home and said, "Mom," she goes, "What's wrong with you? You look stressed." I said, "Yeah, because this little girl at school keeps putting her hands on me. I know she probably likes me, but I don't like her back." So, she goes, "Look, I told you not to hit little girls, but when they start acting like little boys, I give you permission.
Turn up."
So I went back to school the next day. She came and found me somewhere out on the playground. She put her hands on me. I cocked back and hit her dead in her chest. Like Miguel said, hit the reset button. She never came near me again.
That's crazy.
Sometimes, you know what? It's just like the bully in the hood. Once you let them know that you're not the one to play with, they ain't gonna play with you no more. But just like, what's up, Misha? I just heard Misha chime in. She said, "Oh, y'all hitting women now?" Well, at least
exactly.
No,
Me
Misha.
I got different. Yeah.
Cause those are not women. Those are hyenas.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is this, man. I guess, as I said, since I was raised different, I mean, and also I had a lot of women in my family, so that issue would get solved by me just making a phone call or just, going home and saying, "Hey, cuz," or "Hey, auntie, somebody's picking on me," and guess what? They're gonna send one of my big girl cousins over there to go handle that.
You a straight bitch for calling another girl. That's what they gonna do to you. You a straight bitch.
Well, be that as it may, my cousin will handle all of that when she show up, and I'll be a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Your ass still got your ass whooped.
Yeah, my son needs to call me, and then I'm gonna deal with her, or it's gonna be
Thank
somebody
you.
that I call. But I'm not gonna tell my son to beat a bitch up. I'm sorry, like, yeah,
So
no.
let me ask you this, Misha.
No,
Let me ask
wait,
you this: if a woman is putting her hands on your son, what are you gonna tell your son?
Huh?
What if a woman is actively putting her hands on your son? What are you gonna tell your son?
What you mean actively? Like he in a relationship with a girl that's laying hands on
No,
him?
she in the middle of duking them up. She done put 4 or 5 paws on them already.
Yeah, like
In
I'm beating the bitch
school
up.
or a relationship.
I'm beating the bitch up, and he could call the cops. He could press charges. He could, like, I don't know, like, but I'm not gonna tell him to beat her up. Like a man is always gonna be stronger than a woman most of the
Some
time.
little
Okay,
boys.
okay, that's what I
Wait,
want to
wait,
hear. Misha, with that being said, if a man is gonna always be stronger than a woman,
ooh.
why would the
My
woman
cousin's
take
the smartest cousin in the
audacity to
world.
put her
My
Yeah,
hands on a
cousin's
man?
just,
I'm
hey,
not saying that it's okay. I'm just saying I'm not telling my son to beat a bitch up. That's crazy. That's
my
crazy.
cousin is the
That's why
smartest
that shit is
cousin in the
happening
world.
at a all-time high right now because that shit starts at home. That's learned behavior. I'm not teaching my son to beat a bitch up. We all from different parts of this country. So like where I'm from, yeah, no, it's not going down. Like that's not cool.
Well, here's the thing. This is what
It's
I
not
will
cool
say.
for her
Because
to put her
on the
hands on
reverse
him.
side, I do have a sister. And beautiful thing about my sister is she don't call, like say if there's something going on, she not calling the if she called my phone right now, I know it's something dire and I'm going over there to accept whatever consequences that come with it because I know my sister. Because she know when she called a man and her family, something serious is don't call us to mediate. We're not good mediators. We're not finna pull up and talk it out. What happened? None of that shit. It was him, and then it goes down. That's the only thing that we go from. So my sister, in her mind, she thinking I'm not gonna put my brother in a position where he's gonna go to jail.
That's different. That's different. I'm not calling my brother if Rainier putting his hands on me. I'm supposed to handle that. You want to know why? Because most of the time, 98% of the time, you call your brother, but she's still fucking on him after the fact.
That's
So
a
why would
fact.
you even call your brother?
That's a fact.
Do
Or
you do you
or
know what
The women's situation is different. Like call one of your female cousins, call your mom, because I'm beating the bitch up.
or
I'm
the,
not telling my son to beat her up.
or
That's
they happened like the two brothers that just got killed in Florida. Remember, his sister called them. The brothers came up. They did something to the boyfriend, baby dad, and he went back out, grabbed the toes, killed. Unalived them both
the
because she
question
called the
is?
brothers when she could have
I was
called the
going to bring
police.
that up, Renee. I
yeah,
was
The
going
she
to bring
question
that
is
up.
why you remaining in a relationship that wouldn't
Men
put
is
hands
different.
on you.
Men,
men
men,
is different.
men
So
gonna
that's
get dealt with firearms, legal or
listen,
illegal.
let me tell you
Women
something.
ain't getting burnt out
If
like
I
that.
put my hands on Rainier first and I call the cops and I tell the cops that he put his hands on me first, he is guilty. He gotta go. He getting locked up. That's it. It's over. Even though I'm lying. So that's a different situation. But a
And
girl,
that's why the weaponization of the cops have allowed women to go ahead and put hands on men, knowing they can fall
Exactly.
back and call a cop. You
Yeah.
don't let them do that because if you're gonna go to jail, you might as well go to jail being the
For
one
real.
hitting back because
Yeah.
you're gonna go to jail regardless if you hit her back or not.
going back to what I was saying earlier, I'm just not telling my son to beat a bitch up. Y'all,
No, 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 no,
that's
no, no. It's not.
crazy.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
No, it's not
yeah, you
beating her
beat him
up.
up.
It's
I hit her
resetting her
one time.
attitude.
That hitting her one time in the chest is making her fall on the ground. Obviously she gonna be breathing funny because hitting her in the chest like that's crazy.
No, 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 no. Okay, for
Like
me,
that's crazy,
for me,
Roman.
in my full grown at right, I'm not punching
Yeah,
nobody.
I'm not hitting no chick at
I'm
my
not
age.
punching nobody
No,
because I'm probably gonna break a
I was a
rib.
little
Yeah.
boy.
I'm gonna crack an eye socket. You're gonna be
Right.
no.
I'm going to jail, period.
What I am gonna do is put some powder in the palm of my motherfucking
He
hand.
said,
Powder
I'm
me
gonna
up.
fix
He said baby powder.
I'm gonna get the baby powder and I'm gonna smack the shit out you. I'm gonna
So
reset
I
you.
got a question for you then, Misha. Are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If women are and men are equal, how come it's okay for a woman to put her hands on a man, but it's not okay for a man
We're
to?
not equal. Who said we was equal?
You know we're not equal. We
You
never
know
been
we not
equal.
equal. So
Stop
what
that,
kind of
man.
question is
That's the
that? We
whole
not
point
equal.
of the fit. No, we can't do that because that's the whole point of the chat today. The impact of femininity. They want
But Misha, see,
everything's
you
supposed to
have
be
common
equal.
sense. Most other women do not. They do think they better or equal to men. You have some common sense. You know that you're not like
It's
that.
not.
Not
It's not just
strength
that, but
wise.
I'm not even around women who think that men and women are equal. Maybe they in a higher bracket than me, making more money
Yeah,
or
come where I
something.
live at. You won't see all that too much.
But yeah, yeah, not the girl. Nah, not one female I know think that men and women are equal. So I don't. I
Y'all be
don't
Charlie,
know
hanging
what
much
out.
you
The,
about
Charlie
that.
y'all be hanging out on the
The
airlines at the Sky Bar with all the bougie people.
Charlie, what you think is equal? What you mean when you say that?
Yeah.
Can you
When
clarify?
I actually what they advocate for, that when men or women are the same thing, I mean, are the same, any job that a man could do, a woman could do, just all of that. If a man get paid this much, a woman should get paid that much, when historically women don't work as long as men and things of that nature. That's what I'm talking about. You cannot pick and choose equality. If you're going to be equal, you're going to be equal all across the board. Otherwise, you're just equal when it's in your favor.
Yeah, that's what it is, though, Charlie. And then that's not actually stupid. That's actually smart. So that's why
On
I was
their
just saying,
behalf.
like, yeah, it's smart on their behalf. Like, I'm not really mad. And then now this is where y'all fall for the banana and the tailpipe. Like y'all the second crew from Beverly Hill Cops talking about y'all not gonna fall for the banana and the tailpipe. Yes, you are. Because what people do is we're net, they were really saying, like, hey, let's have the same opportunities across the board. No matter if I'm a man or woman, I should be able to pursue whatever I want to pursue in this great land we call USA. That's the inception. And then at the back end, they're also saying, yeah, but we're not the same, so get my door. Yeah, we're not the same. You should never put your hands on me. Yeah, we're not the same, meaning you should take care of my bill. Like, whatever they can make it seem like, people are going to do that because they're seeking the advantage over
Mm.
you. It only makes sense. So while they say, yes, we're not equal, we're different, yeah, you better still give me the same rights. I better still be able to vote. I still be able to pursue the opportunities and do whatever I say I want to do as a free human being.
Right.
But you, sir, you're not. Let's
Right.
stick to these same old, we're different.
Yeah,
the
that's
That's
just
smart.
like, and I will even add another caveat to that. That's just like some people think that when it comes to war, women shouldn't have a say so in that because women are not getting drafted. They're not going to war in large like men are.
They don't
So
have any
you're
skin
not
in the
going
game, so you don't have no reason to open your mouth to say shit.
exactly. But also, when you do your research, women have got, and I didn't know this. I just recently learned this, that women is the reason why, and this was before women had the rights and all of that stuff that they talk about. But they got rid of prohibition. That was
No,
women.
prohibition was the reason for women. Women was the ones that started prohibition.
Okay, well, I might have it backwards. My whole point
Yeah,
about
that
that
sounds
is,
about right.
even and that was before like the voting thing and all that. So they were still powerful. It's just that in
Oh, yeah,
these
yeah, no doubt.
situations,
No
like
doubt.
say, if I or say that again,
No, I was saying no doubt. That's why it's like
that's just like in
mostly
certain
cap.
instances in this.
Go ahead.
They say if you don't have skin in the game, you shouldn't vote in the direction of this country.
I would
So
say
I
the
mean, I land
best
there if you guys want to chime in on that.
I would say the best
Go ahead.
revenge in a toxic relationship is create the best revenge in a toxic relationship is creating a better life without them. People can holler equal, same as men, women the same as men the same as women, but that's not the truth of the world. If that's what you want to live your life by, then go ahead. But then you gotta accept the
I get it.
consequences for it.
Exactly, I agree with that.
I treat them bad
Peacemaker,
boys as the
Peacemaker
same.
said, she said, yes, in my country, women can't go to war because they argue with each other. Yeah.
So it's funny because I was kind of hanging.
So yeah, no, just to bring it full circle, and I feel like say a lot of times my words be getting misconstrued. I mean, misconstrued and things of that nature. But that's clear that's not a lot of what I mean. Like say we can nitpick words and stuff like that. But just happened to my. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you're
Out.
digitizing, but we can hear you.
My shit had just blacked out for no reason. That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought it was me. I thought it was me again. I was like, damn.
No, that was me,
I
man.
thought it was
I got
you
two
too,
of
shutting
them.
me down.
Yeah, I think it wasn't me in this damn Philippines internet. Jeez.
But my whole thing is, if you're gonna be a woman, be a woman. But if you're gonna step in a man place, like don't you cannot fair when you get treated like a man. Yes, we know the world is different. Like I just said, in the same scenario, if you're sitting at the bar and it's a woman across from the bar staring you in the face, it's gonna be a completely different feeling than if a man across the bar staring you in your face. You're like, "What's up, bro? You know me? Like you look like you know me. What's up?" When it's a different thing with a woman, you see what I'm saying? So we inherently built different. I didn't say better. I just said different. Go ahead.
Facts. That's like that's like the story. I think it was in Arizona. The teenage boy at the high school, he was knocking down two of the teachers, two of the female teachers. He was knocking them down.
I heard about that.
Hero. Did anybody go to jail? No. But you let that have been two male teachers knocking down a female student. Oh nah, it would have been protests from here to
Timbuktu. They would have put that man grandkids in jail.
There's always the exception to the rule. Just the same thing in the military.
Yeah, put him under the jail.
I think the Marine Corps was the only one that didn't make a lot of exceptions when it came to putting women in combat roles. But a lot of branches had to overcompensate or allow women to have some kind of bypass. Yeah. If you can hit this level, then we'll go ahead and accept you into this part of the branch. We don't get exceptions like that.
Bro, what's that? JL says women do go to war. I didn't say they don't go to war. I said women can't be drafted.
Go to war where?
Where do they go to war?
If you're talking about maybe a fighter pilot in the Air Force, that's about it. If you're talking about if you're talking about the Navy out on a ship, but not necessarily actively hand-to-hand combat, okay, I give that to you.
What was Shoshana Johnson? Oh, never mind. She was in the Army, right?
Charlotte Rhimes was a transport. She was in transport, Motor T.
You know what I'm talking about? Shoshana Johnson, the one that got kidnapped in Iraq?
Yeah, they were in Motor T making supply runs.
Okay.
Look, I say this. Look, at the end of the day, I hear a lot of people, they just be mad because they're getting the short end of the stick. Stop taking the short end of the stick. I often hear, we built the world. Where you live in? Well, stop doing that. But you can't. I mean, you need a job, right? You need rations. You need resources too, right? So you do need a job. Mm-hmm. It's not like you getting paid and you go to your employer and he says, yo, after I'm done paying you, I'm also going to give you some coochie. And you can get a girl pregnant and have kids. That's not a part of the deal. So when you actually building out the world, you're doing it because that's a skill set you have and you acquired it. You can do other things if you want to, right? And so I just think, like, you just got to just chill on that part of it, right? Like, find somebody who rocks with you. Don't worry about all women, what all women are saying on the internet. Shit, you could probably only get one, so stop acting like all women really apply to you. And then just rock with the one that'll rock with you if you can find it. If you can't, then you can't. And that's nothing new. You better be happy. In 2026, you're not going to die in a ditch fighting the Mongolian horde. Like, that would have been your lot in the past. And women have been powerful in the past. Like, they had positions of power. They can just say something to black men and delete them. Like, it depends on which women you're talking about, too, from which nation, which culture, and which group. So, at the end of the day, I just think, fend for yourself, find the ones you rock with, and stop worrying about everybody. I don't care if there's a girl on the internet saying she needs
to your point, Financial Frontier, to your point, women can have you deleted, but they're not the ones doing the deleting. They're going to get some simp dude or get some dude to do the deleting. Mm-hmm. They can't do it.
Okay, that's a fact. So that person LJ just said something about women in the Army or something like that. Chan, if you could put that back up or whatever.
Yeah, he said, "Yep, no problem. I got it."
And so what I would say to that is, in those certain roles, yeah, you had this whole push for this DEI bullshit. That's what I'm gonna call it. And you had They lowered the standards, they lowered the barrier to entry.
Absolutely.
And what you want to talk about, those women are a liability on the field of battle.
On the field of
So
battle.
let's
Yes,
on
on
the
the field
field
of
of
battle.
battle.
Because
Let's call it what it is.
yeah. Now my mother was in the army, Miguel, but she was a cook.
Right. Right. And I'm not saying that there isn't a place for women in this and that. But number one, here's the thing. I wouldn't want, well, my mom is dead and gone, but I wouldn't want my mom being frontline. I don't want my daughters. I don't want none of my daughters being frontline. So hell no, women do not have a place in combat operations. Now, just like just like Ronan said, you can find something else, maybe in in admin or something like that. Some other strategical place in the military. But yeah, do I want any woman on the front line in direct comp? No, because I know what's going to happen to you if you get caught.
Yeah.
I know what's going to happen.
Here's the thing. It's not only what's going to happen to them.
base.
Here's the thing. It's not only that. It's not only the fact
I
that
know
they
where you're
can't.
going. Go ahead, brother. Preach, brother.
But we superheroes to our women. What's the first thing you're going to do to stop her from getting hit? You're going to jeopardize yourself. Men will jeopardize themselves to protect a woman. So at that point, you're already in a mindset of kill and protect. You're ultimately in that extreme mindset. If there's a female on that line and she's getting shot at, you might forget your option and what you're supposed to be doing on your mission to go back and help her.
Right.
And that's where the liability also comes in at. It's threefold for a guy when it comes to what? Protecting of a woman while she's on the battlefield.
I've never experienced that up close, but what I will say, a real life example is female police officers. You got the males that's within that are overcompensate because she's a female.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So I mean, I agree. And then let's be clear. I don't want this to be like, this is never a woman bashing type of platform, but we just gotta call it for what it is. You know what I mean? Like for one, I do think femininity did definitely play a key role in the status of America today. I definitely do. And I also believe that femininity is anti-family. Because if they're pushing you to be independent and this, that, and the third, where do the family structure come in? And I'm not here to, or and the statistic is the jail is full, overwhelmingly full with people that come from single mother homes. Those are just statistics. Those are not my feelings. That's just what it is.
But Chan, hold up, check this out, Chan. Watch me blow their mind with this one. So feminism did not help women. You know who feminism helped? Every man on this panel, because you know what we get to do now? We get the fuck on y'all and not worry about a damn thing. Because before back in the day, before y'all burned y'all bras and had this sexual liberation and all this and that. Oh, when women can do anything men can do, men can go out there and have 100 bodies. Well, guess what? I want to have 100 bodies too. Guess what? Guess what we as men say? Oh, okay, cool. And guess what? You're gonna have niggas continue to fuck on y'all and not give a damn if y'all are not going to get the outcomes that you're looking for. You are not going to get the outcomes that you are looking for. And that's why a lot of y'all got 100 damn bodies. That's why you're heroes like Meg Thee Stallion, who is a freaking whore for
a super thought.
Exactly, super thought. She's sitting there thinking she gonna get wifed up by you just because what Klay Thompson was light skinned, you thought he was a sucker?
Right.
Come on, man. And but you got a bunch of women on the internet. Oh, this and that, and and he played her and he cheated on her and get up out of here, bro.
It was all good until he did something wrong. That's always the way it is.
Right.
Oh,
he didn't do nothing wrong though, bro. That's my standpoint is he didn't even do nothing wrong. He just took his turn.
Let me
explain.
It was in his nature to cheat. He wasn't an honest dude. He always cheated before she met him.
Thank you. And like I said, look, this isn't to like beat up on women and all. This is to give y'all a reality check. Look, y'all got y'all one super simp. That's Russell Wilson.
Be happy with
Sierra's prayer. None of y'all is gonna get another a millionaire to come and take care of you and your 3 and 4 kids by 2 different babies. Man, what are y'all thinking? The delusion is real. It's real. It's not happening. Y'all got y'all 1 super simp of the century. Now all of y'all can say Sierra's prayer. It's not gonna come true. Now keep with this feminism shit, and we gonna keep fucking on y'all. Because feminism don't help y'all. Feminism helps us. When you really look at it, feminism helps us. You know what? It helps us push our body count up.
Unfortunately, it does help us in a way, and the morality goes out the window when women also think they're men and they can sow their wild oats. So now you got a whole bunch of women out here trying to get their numbers up. And yeah, now you got a whole bunch of tribalism going on. You don't know whose kid is who because your DNA is deposited in every wound you ever slept in and you skeeted up in. So y'all need DNA check just to figure out who the hell kid it is. Because if it comes out light skinned with blue eyes, even though you might be dark skinned, you might want to get that check to see if that DNA from that ex boyfriend ain't still there.
Yeah,
I think that's a good coat. That's a good coat for the guys in the space, man. But I don't think women are all right, man. They live the longest. Just because they say they're happy, like you care about what's coming out their words, like what their mouth. They don't get assaulted. You guys are out here self-deleting. Most of you guys are homeless. I mean, it's really bad when you look at the statistics for men to women. So we can rage on the internet and get our Kevin Samuels on and say, you're going to die alone with a cat. Even if a woman marries you, you die before her. You die 15 to 20 years before her. So she's always alone with the cat. She can have you or not have you. She's got guaranteed supplement from the government, guaranteed food. There's not even like really a homeless woman unless she really wants it. So many homeless shelters. I mean, they're quite fine as far as geniuses go. Men, y'all living under bridge, even if you served in the military. So, I mean, they get all the financing from the government if they want to open up a business, more than veterans. I went up and checked the VA, and the SBA said there's more money for women than it is for you as a veteran. So, I mean, you can rage at DEI. That took out black men, Hispanic men, Asian men. Women still have privileges. They still have the benefits and advantage. So you didn't do away with nothing. They're still in a great position. But because they told you that they're not happy, as they sit at the spa, as they tell you they're not happy, as they sit with a dog that got a fleece on, and they sit in a straw.
Say, bitch, better get my money. Where's my fucking
wait, hold on, Ronan. As they tell you that they live desperate lives and they take advantage of your high school children, they are out here walling out, living their best lives. So you can fall for the coat saying, well, you ain't getting married. Nobody, they don't care. And let me tell you this, they were walling back then. Y'all created this device. It was called a chastity belt. Y'all used to have a lock and key for the punani, and that didn't work. So, I mean, a king used to have eunuchs. He used to take a man, cut off his tongue, cut off his lower parts, because he was like, I don't want you touching my women. So they always been out here. They always been sleeping with slaves. They've been sleeping with slaves. We were subhuman and they were sleeping with us. So it's always been bad. Master couldn't catch a break even if he owned black slaves. So at the end of the day, it's been bad. They've always been wilding. If you don't know, ask Adam. It's always been that. God has been trying to tell you men. It's always been like that. But y'all don't want to listen to him.
Well, I will say this, and I do agree with Financial Frontier OTO, but also what I was saying to you all before, you know, you do have the pockets of order. You know what I'm saying? Like even and O'Shea Duke Jackson, he said something to this when he was doing his live yesterday, when he was talking about the Nation of Islam and how the Nation of Islam was taking women off the street, even the girls that was for the street, and making them honest women. You know what I'm saying?
But you know how that happens though, right? Conformity. You have a strict rule. They are willing to subject themselves to that strict domineering rule and fall in line. If you ain't got a woman willing to do that, It don't matter if it's a Nation of Islam or anybody else. They're not going to do it.
Well, that's the point that I was trying to make with it.
Yeah.
What you're saying, because basically, I mean, me and OTO, we're on opposite. We're saying the same thing. We're just saying it on the opposite ends. I mean, OTO is saying, hey, the world is crazy and anarchy. You're just gonna have to live with this world because it's not. I mean, yeah, this world ain't perfect. Live how you live. I'm saying, yeah, he's right. The world isn't perfect, but at least we can work together in order to try to make a perfect world. But the only way for us to try to work together to make a perfect world is if we're all on that one strict code and working in unity, and that's it.
That word right there. That's that word they don't like. Strict.
What I was going to say,
I get it, black cleaner. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. That's a good point. That's a good point. Go ahead.
Quick question, guys. Is my because on my TV I can't see for some reason I'm not showing. Can y'all
bro,
see?
your screen's all black, bro.
No, you blacked out, man. You
blacked out.
Right.
You 100%
blacked out Chan TV. That's what it's called now.
I said
now
this
you
before.
got the sniper.
I said
Go
this
ahead,
before. Men think with the wrong head, while women can't keep their legs closed. That's what a lot of the problems start.
Yeah, I agree. And I get what you're saying, black cleaner. And next time you come on the channel, all I'm gonna say is dun 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 dun. So you want to be a hero out here. You want to be Captain Sable. I don't. Shout outs to the feminists that freed me. It allowed me to win in this life. You freed me. I didn't die in a ditch fighting for you while you get clapped by Jody back in the range. See, shout outs. I love the liberation. It helped me. It molded me. I started to think, this is a setup. I'm the king. Why am I dying for the queen? It doesn't make sense to me anymore. So thank you, feminists. You have freed me from the monotony that I was stuck in before. I started to realize I'm the king. And when the king goes down in chess, the game is over. I never sacrifice for the queen. Ever. I am the empire. I am the saga. I don't go down with the ship. So shout outs to the feminists. I couldn't have did it without you. You liberated me. And as I think Miguel, you said it, yeah. Unlimited punani. I don't get the shotgun wedded no more. I don't get somebody trying to put a shotgun in my back because I hooked up with their daughter on the side of a barn somewhere. Shout outs to that. I love the liberation. I've enjoyed it. I cleaned up. And I guess the commie coochies, the communists behind coochies who all want to stock issued women is not around for them, so they're mad and they're angry. But I love it. And you're right. Black cleaner, please save the world. Shout outs to you. Hats off to you. And I'll enjoy it while it's here and where it's at.
Just call me Professor X.
Femininity made it easier for me to avoid the toxic woman in the world. Most people don't want to drown in the sea of trolls to find a good partner in life.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, and this is my point on that. Long as you willing to like work with somebody, it's not like I used this analogy a couple times before. Damn near everybody on my 600-pound life got somebody. Why you can't get nobody?
That is facts.
I'm married.
That is facts.
You know what I mean? Why you can't get nobody?
Damn.
Yo.
You going at y'all like that? You gonna let Charlie go at y'all like that?
And I simply said I'm married.
Yeah, he did say that. That's why I said they're not delusional. They're not, Charlie. I wish I could say it. I would say it. I would love to say it with you guys, but they're not. I seen girls on 600. I seen girls without legs, without arms. Like they had a man and he had legs and arms. You would think that he'd be teamed up. She'd be teamed up with two people with no legs. No, it was a legitimate dude. Go ahead.
My younger sister married a guy with no legs.
Here's the thing, though, OTO. How can a man kick it with a chick that ain't got no legs, though? Just thinking.
Bro.
Do you stick it in the leg?
Wrong. He said, "How can a woman with no legs kick it?"
When brothers have a will, they will find a way.
It's called a swing.
I'm trying to tell you.
That was hilarious, but that was out of pocket.
Hey.
a swing.
Oh no.
But it's a beautiful thing, and like you say, I can see like when you put it in that way, and that's the point of these conversations, guys. Is for us to be able to discuss them, to trade ideas. Maybe you could, someone could help someone think another way that they wasn't previously thinking, or look at it another way that they wasn't looking at it before. So that be the point of this. I've never looked like, you know what, we should go out there and march for feminists. You know what I mean? Yeah, be free with your body. I'll start with me. God damn it. You know what I mean? Like,
I love
I
it.
never thought about it like that.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I'm trying to tell you, I love it. Go right on ahead. And
Shit, I love you to pay 50% of the rent. I love it. Pay the mortgage. I love it.
Yeah, we equal, baby.
Right.
Shit.
Go
If
ahead.
someone is, if someone
You
is
are a
not
woman. Let
bringing,
me hear you roar. Go ahead.
if someone isn't bringing peace and happiness into my life, I'm not going to focus on trying to change them. I'm going to focus on deciding what I want to keep them in my life.
I don't want peace. I want
Facts.
progress.
Really, what LJ say, since 2018, about 14% of women serving in uniforms have been in all combat roles alongside male cops.
Yeah. Hold on, Chan. Hold on, LJ. We're not disputing the fact that women are in combat roles. What we're saying is it's not a good idea because of these things like lowering the standards to actually become qualified in those roles, i.e., like now you do have. I'm not going to sit up here and say you don't have exceptional women that can probably pass, the male portion of a fitness test. But how often are we actually going to run across them? No, what the military, with the Army, and I'm going to speak about the Army because that's what I was in. What the Army had to do was lower the standards. So, and in doing that, now you're lowering that barrier to entry. Now this person really can't technically pull their weight, so to speak, and the rest of the people in the combat unit, like the good brother Ronan said, if a woman's out there, now we're worried about her taking fire. So, we're going to jeopardize the mission just because we don't want a woman to get hit. You know what I'm saying? Or like I said, if she gets captured, we already know what's going down. So
why don't we just
we're not saying that the women aren't there. We're saying we don't think it's a good idea in those particular roles. But
I say we switch it. Geneva Convention has just changed. I offer a proposition to all the world's people. All right, we're passing it. All right, men are no longer, they're abolished from war, and only women. So only women can fight other women in war, and we sit back and men and win.
No,
So
financial frontier. No, financial frontier. You a bitch for saying that. You supposed to be the man. You the one supposed to be standing up there. You supposed to be stronger than them.
In the Miguel ideology, we're gonna be fucking the bitches that didn't go to war. You know what I mean? Because that's what happened when men go to war. They fucking the niggas that didn't go.
Boy, Chad. Boy, I think you might have been with me once I first got to brag. Oh my God. Because
for real. Hey, real quick, Jody, she say, "Hey, Charlie, Miguel look like Matt Chappelle." I'm not even sure who that is, but shout out to you, Jody. How you doing, love?
Hey, Jody, what's up? Who's Matt Chappelle? I'm gonna have to Google that. Who's Matt Chappelle?
Wait, but who's Jody though?
An idea.
I don't know that.
She ever cam up, Charlie?
Huh?
No.
So you don't know who you talking to. So you don't know who you talking to.
I'm talking to a picture. Shit.
Isn't that one of your people's, Ronan?
No, that's
accurate. Damn, Jody.
That's probably Jan original right there. Jody is.
Yeah. She came from over here, but I'm not. Come on, now.
Yeah, like I said, if that picture is accurate, damn, Jody.
Yeah.
But she never cammed up as long as y'all known her.
Even got an Instagram,
right, Rainier. You absolutely right about that, brother. I know where you're going with that.
I'm telling you, this is how easy it is.
Nowadays, especially.
No, this is how easy it is to get over brothers. It's so easy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, the way you format it, like I'm cash apping her or something.
Nah, I'm just trying to say, but
Mm.
first of all, this is your channel. You always said, you know, be on here. You got to. We want to know who we talking to. We want to know who's who.
I'm still trying to see who Matt Chappelle is, man.
Who we engage these conversations with.
I don't even know who Matt Chappelle
Well,
is.
he or she did cash app him earlier, so.
No, that was Dorothy.
Oh, damn, check you out, Charlie.
Charlie pimping.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay, all right. I found the black dude, Matt Chappelle. Oh, okay. All right, yeah, okay.
Well, yeah, no. Believe it or not, guys. I mean, them cash out just starting to, you know, look. I appreciate everything, and I think shout out to my good brother YV. But a lot of people probably was getting almost intimidated because YV coming through dropping bags. But what I tell people, for one, I appreciate any and everything. I appreciate a sub. You know what I mean? I'm not out here like anybody owe me anything. So anything you do, like even pulling up and watching, I appreciate that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And
Yo, Charlie, you need a shirt, man. A slogan. What you be saying about your videos? You be like, yo, we about to wrap this up. Like you be saying that, and then that was like at 2 hours. Now it's 3 hours and 40
2 hours later.
I said we're not gonna be here that long.
Oh yeah, that's what you said. Yeah,
we're not gonna be here that long. In fact, I'm glad you bring that up because we're gonna probably shut it down around the 4 hour mark. But because I don't want to be the dead horse, but at the same time, I just think a lot of these conversations. Shout out to my good brother, Mr. Peppers in the building. One of those ones, man. Shout out to Peppers pulling up.
Good, Mr. Peppers.
But it's a change of ideas because, like I said, I never thought about Miguel's point of view. You know what I mean? Like I'm really walking away with something tangible. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, come on in here and pay 50%. And no, I'm not holding the door for you. In fact, we're gonna take turns holding the door for each other. You equal.
Before you try to fix the world problems, you need to start with fixing yourself first, and that's where everything begins.
A
lot of people like to like to blame others for what they allow in their life.
I think that's a
good majority does that.
Say that again.
Facts.
A good majority does that.
Expat got a point, and that's why before my Wi-Fi went out, that's why I asked Black Cleaner how long did he have that woman in his life who didn't even get on his program, but he talking about fix the world.
I didn't take it that far.
Wait a minute. Hold up. I got to go my principal voice. Hold on. No, not that one. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to play that one.
What you preparing for a baby?
Hold on. You got to get the right one here.
You know what's funny, Miguel? I did answer the question already, but to go into depth with it a little bit more, when we moved down south to Atlanta from Boston, she was on my program for a second. And then what happened was the single feminist peanut gallery got into her ear. You know what I'm saying? Because she was out here doing everything because I told you all before.
Hold on.
I ended up getting the house. I ended up getting the cars. I ended up providing everything. And so the only thing that she needed to do was go out there and, do her part. But then what happened was somebody saying, hold on.
Yeah. But hold on a second, good brother. Earlier on the chat, you said that that once you got out the military, you was on Section 8, and all you wanted her to do was get out there, that you had your business on the side. So you was doing your part, you was doing the hustling, and she didn't even want to get out there and and do her part. You know what I'm saying? She ain't want to do her part. So my question to you is, if she ain't want to do her part in Boston, how the fuck did she get with you down in Atlanta? Like for real, like if you ain't doing your part in Boston, I'll be down if I drag your ass to a whole nother city with me. But that's just me. So that's where that's my only pushback on it. To quote Chan, I'm pushback Miguel right now.
Shout out to Miguel.
Well, in the end,
and that goes to what that bring it all back. That goes back to what my good brother Expat just said. Before you start trying to clean up the damn world,
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the mirror first.
And you're correct. And that's what I've been doing.
All right.
That's all any of us can do.
That's all I got. Yeah.
We all gonna make mistakes, but you should take what mistakes you can and use them as stepping stones to a better life. That's all any of us can do.
And that's another reason why I do write the books that I've.
Go ahead, my bad, Black Queen. Go ahead.
And that's a lot of times too, because I do a lot of self-reflecting. You know what I'm saying? And when I do my self-reflecting, I've written a couple of books to show other people what I have found out that was going on in my life, and shared that with in my book, so that other people who read my books will be able to get a piece of that and understand it, and really not go through some of the situations that I went through. And that I also too, the brother, as I said, Butters was saying, Q Ball was saying, revealing is healing, because and that's why I do appreciate the spaces that where the pages, Michan Rainier, Charlie Chan, even the page that I just started, Vacation Time with Ryan, everybody, because I get a chance to share with the brothers and be able to reveal some of these things, and then it starts the healing.
Sure. Yeah, I there you go, Black Queen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with healing, but you can't heal in the same place that wounded you. You have to find your space where you can actually heal and move forward in life.
No, I agree with X-Pac dropping some gems tonight. Yeah, I agree with that, X-Pac. Yeah, for sure. Shout out to the X-Pac for that one. But like say, and then we can move it along to real quick while Rona's up here too. I don't know, like say we talk about like say the marriage things and stuff like that and the aspect of it. But last night it almost like, and I'm not gonna say they was 100%, but it almost like brothers was coming from a higher plan saying, well, I'm better than, well, no, I don't even want that to be out there. But they was almost speaking down to the brothers that wasn't married. And then they was also saying like, oh, how it's just as easy as it was 20 years ago. I'm saying, no, the game has changed. The game has changed a lot. You know what I mean? And if you're not actively out here, you wouldn't know that. You know what I mean? You could be adjacent to it, but you just wouldn't know. So there's that. Like they damn did. Hey, they came at Ronan though. I ain't gonna lie.
They tried.
Ronan a little bit.
They tried, but hey, it got me a feature on O'Shea Duke Jackson for an interview. So I'll be happy to do that.
He said the same thing to me too. Goddamn it.
And me too. Goddamn it. But shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson, man. He a real one, man. And like I say, he was kicking shit last night. So I really enjoyed myself. It was just about like say when Freezy came up and he kind of misquoted me or misunderstood what I was saying, I tried to get back up there to elaborate, because when I told him, like say in Minnesota, a white woman approached you to buy you a drink in a bar, and when I was telling him that I was told that I don't look like I talk to black women, it's because I was trying to talk to a black woman then. You see what I'm saying? So because it almost like he took it as if somebody white told me that, or somebody that like say outside of the realm was telling me that. But I was talking, and she was like, "I'm surprised that you're talking to me because you don't look like you talk to black women." So that's all I was saying. But,
yeah, and it's funny because I actually said something. Well, I put that in the comments as too. I said, because I understood what you were saying. I was saying, well, here's a white woman who's actually approaching him and saying, "Hello, baby, what we drinking," and all of this stuff. And that might be standing out there just staring at you, waiting for you to approach me. You know what I'm saying?
My biggest thing was when you just brought up a point I brought up. And I asked O'Shea the same thing. I said, people don't approach you? You don't get DMs? Come on. You get DMs.
No,
all the time, every day.
Yeah, he
Girl,
probably
I always
definitely.
hitting you up on DMs.
Yeah, for sure.
But some of these guys felt like they couldn't. No woman has ever walked up to them saying they were attracted to them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't look like this now, but when I was younger, I ain't had no problems with chicks letting me know. And then somebody in the chat was like, "Yo, you got a dress blue uniform on? You know how many girls go Google Gaga over a uniform, a man in uniform? The level of responsibility, power, and all the things that come behind seeing you in that fucking uniform. They don't give a fuck what you doing."
Yeah.
But if you don't know that because you never experienced it, you would have that same fantasy like girls just walk up. Yes, bruh. Are you kidding me?
Well, I can give you a sample. I'm married in Thailand. We went to the Tesco and went grocery shopping. My wife walked away from me. I had 3 different younger Thai women come up to me and start flirting with me.
Well, of course, you're a paycheck to them.
I had one of them.
You heard the excuse. Oh, well, then you're a paycheck. They didn't really care about you. They just want your money.
Exactly.
There's always
they seen their future when they
always
did
a spin. Yeah, it's always a spin to whatever your reasoning is. Oh, well, that's the spin. Because all they hear is negativity all throughout the space. And I broke that down too. It's like, look, it's 12% of the population in America that are black. Maybe 0.02% actually have passports, black men and women. You got a very small percentage of black men that travel, let alone ones that travel and put out any content online. You mean to tell me all the other ones are just that unsuccessful, or they don't care to share?
The point I was trying to get at is 2 of them respected me when I told them I was married. The 3rd one told me she didn't care that I was married.
Of course not.
Nah, but that money
That
don't
was
spend
the
the
real
same.
one. That was the one that really wanted your money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By any means necessary.
That's what a lot of men go for, is for those type of women overseas.
Right.
And then they wonder why everything
They're going to get you for any means necessary.
Exactly.
Listen, I'm here for a good time and not a long time. So, listen. I tell chicks this, man. My door,
Good time, Charlie.
To keep people out. They're not to keep people in. You go at your own will.
You got the same name. You got the same name as my father, Charlie. Good time, Charlie. That's what they used to call my father.
Yeah. It sound like a player though, man. I ain't met too many Charlies that wasn't. You know what I mean?
No,
This, that,
Lord.
the third. But it's just
Charlie Brown wasn't a player.
Say that again, right here.
Get him right here.
It's
No, say that again. I couldn't hear you.
Charlie Brown wasn't a player.
Charlie Brown, goddamn it, had a bitch that was picking on him, man. I ain't talking about that type of Charlie. I'm talking about a Charles. You know what I mean?
Oh, like the one from BMF?
Type shit. You feel? Well, I haven't watched BMF too tough. Was that the dad?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think what I seen of him.
I don't know no Charles that's doing the crazy. Or Charles Barkley, like what are you talking about?
The Charles I've met in life. The Charles that I've met in life, and you know one. You just ain't met him yet, but you know one.
Oh, Charlie
Forget about Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie Chan TV, baby. Hey, listen, I'm not a lame nigga. I just play one on YouTube. You feel me?
No, you said you haven't met too many Charlie that wasn't this player. Where they at? I only know probably one. Where they at?
Well, they might not got Charlies out there like where I'm from, bro. You know what I mean? I can't say they got Charlie factories everywhere, but no, man.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, but you setting yourself up for jokes.
Man, please come on with it. Because the fact of the matter is this. I ain't never been no light-skinned, good-haired, having motherfucker.
Hey, why are you always going to talk about
I've been a light-skinned, bald-headed guy.
Wait, for a person that always talk about black power, now you want to talk about blacks. Oh.
And hold up, here's the biggest
now
thing right here. Here's the biggest thing.
You know they be pedestalizing those light-skinned brothers with the good hair.
Wait, stop. Rainier, here's the thing. The biggest thing O'Shea was talking about was brothers that still cared about the black community, right? Marrying outside their race or dating outside their race, meaning Jamie Foxx and this white chick, right? I was the lightest brother on the goddamn panel and holding my own by myself.
Hold on, what happened to the black unity? What that mean? I don't what.
No, I mean it was undeniable. I was obviously black, but at the same time, I was still a lighter skinned motherfucker in there, and they still had doubts. Oh, you getting played? Ah, you doing this? Oh, you ain't doing this right. Oh, bruh. Why'd you get divorced? Life happened. People change.
Yeah,
What you want me to say? You know what I'm saying? Lack of communication, time, changes, all those things matter in a relationship.
I agree.
Absolutely. I mean, everybody. I mean, and that's what things they should know. You know what I mean? Like, I think people be trying to do things to troll sometimes, talk about, and you don't know how they moving in real life.
And that's all good. Like I said, it didn't bother me. It was just like I got an opportunity now. Let's see if O'Shea really calls me up and does the show. But I would love to have a conversation with him.
Well, honestly, I believe no fault divorce made it too easy for people to end marriages instead of taking the time to,
Lack of traditional values
right.
makes it easy for somebody to throw you away.
Lack of religion. Religion played a big part in it.
People will probably take a little more time and invest to see if the person is right for them. Not all, but some.
Yeah, for sure. But like I say, I believe when religion was stronger, relationships did better.
Moral values were higher. People really, when they said they wanted to be in a committed relationship, they goddamn tried. They didn't say, "Oh, I'm bored, and you're not making me happy anymore, so I got to bounce."
I'm not happy today, so I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
While you're creating a life together, you must face the storms.
I think that's
together.
individual people though, because I think everybody go through things. I just think that some people give up.
Exactly. I agree with you. 100.
That's it. You know what I mean? It's still the same. It's just that some people don't have patience. Some people don't have this. Some people don't have that. Some people not people person. Some people.
That's a big word right there. You throwing around big words like patience and shit.
You know,
don't hurt them.
Some people just don't have it. You know what I'm saying? They just give up, and then they go to another situation, and they don't have the same patience either. And then there's always going to be something. Ain't going to be nothing clean, because if you let a woman tell us about ourselves and how they really feel about how we move and how we do things, it might not sound good to you. Just like we can come up with things that won't sound good to them. We just don't talk about it because we just like, we men, we ain't wetting it. You know what I'm saying? Women will hold on to a little bit more, but we both be doing things out of pocket. It's just that whichever one say, yo, I had enough. But then you're going to get with somebody else that you're going to be saying you had enough. Then you're going to be single. Just like a lot of these women now. That's why they go through what they go through. That's why they signal, because they expect the man to be a certain kind of way. They expect the man to do what the NBA people do for their wives. They expect this, they expect that. No matter what you do for them and where you bring them at, they get used to that. Just like you would, if you hit the lotto and you have millions and millions of dollars, everybody be like, damn, it must be good to be you. I wish I was you. But after a while, you're going to get used to that. You just gonna want simple things, other little things.
I think a lot of people put expectations on others instead of accepting them for who they are. Because when it comes to actual real change, that is very hard to do. Not very many people do change. Usually, something really traumatic has to happen in the life for them to change.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just like me. It's just like, okay, when you talk about females, like you have a lot of brothers say, well, this is why I deal with this kind of female where she does this, she does that, and everything is great and everything is this. But if I look at her, she probably won't make me want to make love to her, because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I need something that looks like something, and something that looks like something always come through with some kind of toxicity. It's just a little bit.
But at the same time, Rainier, whoever you're choosing still adds to your purpose, correct?
I mean, absolutely. If we maintain it.
The purpose of what? Survival?
Some kind of value. I got to see some kind of value in you, but I still need you to look a certain kind of way. Because if I'm not sexually attracted to you, when I see you, like, damn, I want to move. I'm not, it's just not going to do nothing for me.
There's no motivation there.
It's not gonna do nothing for me. You know what I mean? I can't just have a flat back, good girl, hunchback, yeah, whatever, with glass, but yeah, whatever, yes, babe. No, I can't have that.
Well, I think I always been a little bit different. I just didn't rate women just on attraction alone. I rated women on mind, body, and soul, and
Yeah, I
then
can't.
whatever the overall score
What
is.
in what
Yeah,
order?
but X-Pac, you're not
No,
gonna
no.
know
In
that
what
just because you
order
see a
are
woman
those
in
three
public.
that
You're
you're
not gonna be like,
using?
man, she look like
Is
she
it
got
her
a good
mind
personality.
first, her body, or her soul? Which
It
order are you really looking at?
it depends on the person.
So I'm the same way. Body, mind,
Well,
and
Would I?
soul.
Would you want me to lie and says it doesn't matter? Some
It does
people.
absolutely matter, is what I'm saying.
All right,
well,
like take my wife for example. I said you look at her; she's the same age as me. I wouldn't say she's. I say she's roughly about average. But what made me decide to marry her was a good heart, and I told my
Mm-hmm.
story how I met my wife, and that's just for me. For somebody else, it's different. Everybody has their own preferences to
Yeah,
think what's
absolutely.
in life.
That's why we could
Do what
never.
makes you happy. You
That's
don't
why we
need
always
everybody
agree.
else's approval.
That's why we gonna always agree to disagree about certain things because we all think the same, but our levels of it is different. So by that, it's like certain things might not phase you, certain things might phase me. Somebody might say something that you might not feel disrespected. Me, I'm like, yo, you already just said that slick shit. I feel very disrespected. So it's different levels.
hmm yeah.
I
Me
say
personally, I'll take a 6 that's going to add to my purpose versus an 8 that's going to drain me.
No, that's too close to a
yeah.
5. That's too close to a 5.
Each to their own. Do what makes you happy. It doesn't need other people's approval.
Or if you're a 6, I'm gonna make you a 9.
Mm.
Mm.
I
The
like
way you
that.
said that. I
By
like the way you
giving
said
them more
that.
plastic than a Barbie doll.
Hey, I don't mind.
Whatever
Certain
works.
things don't come
Whatever makes her look good when she wearing that lingerie and she taking pictures and everybody's on there like this, liking it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Because
like that too because
you want her to look good, wear lingerie, and other people click like on the
No,
picture.
no. There was a metaphor. You just missed it.
it's just
Well,
because I mean
I
I'm
heard the
hearing
part of
that
other people liking the picture.
Yeah. Because
well
it's a
well I'm,
metaphor. The way I use it, you gotta see it. You gotta vision it. What I mean, but I'm gonna bring it down. What I mean is I want her to be so she look good enough to me that she look good enough to everybody. Like, wow, you see that? That's what I care about.
yeah, it's like the term now everybody's using is the dirty foot big butt Latina. You know what I'm saying? They're like,
Damn.
oh, you can't get nothing better than the dirty foot big butt Latina, and I'm like, well, shoot,
Yeah.
I have to take the dirty foot big butt Latina that shares the same skin that I'm in, and is about my purpose. Because all I got to do is
Who
take the
said
dirty
that?
foot big butt Latina
Khalil.
and take it to the goddamn
Khalil's ass.
foot store. I mean,
Khalil's
take
ass
her and get her a
started that
goddamn
shit.
pedicure, and
All
now
right,
she ain't
so
no dirty
nah, but
foot
hold
big.
on.
Hold on.
She ain't no dirty foot
I'm
no
throwing a
more, but
flag
she
on the
still got
play.
the big
Hold
butt.
on. So you mean to tell me her feet got dirty
Flag on the
because she was
play.
on the porch sweeping and mopping with no socks on, and her feet got dirty, and that's why she's that?
And guess what? I have a cleaning company. They call me the black cleaner. So guess what? I got a job for you. Matter of fact, I got 10 jobs for you, you dirty foot. Get out here and continue doing what you're doing. And when you finish, we going to the goddamn nail salon and I'm gonna get you a pedicure and clean those feet.
Say
Bam.
that. Say that. Say
I
that.
mean, I'm
That's
just
what's
trying to
up.
say, like, if I had a big villa out in Colombia or DR, chilling, a finca, whatever, and my wife outside squeegeeing and mopping because our land is immaculate, but her feet get dirty. She's a dirty Latina. Feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's Khalil's phrase. That's Khalil's phrase, man. I, I,
Oh,
I I didn't like it when he said it the first time.
What
Dirty
are you talking
foot.
about? Magnesium?
No, it wasn't that. It was Khalil that said that shit on Gangster Lifestyle show the other day.
No, Magnesium said it before that though.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Magnesium said it over here, but he was talking about the
Many
Colombian women.
many people are quick to label without knowing someone.
that was on this channel. That was on Charlie Chang TV. He said.
Yep.
Exactly.
Charlie let him say that.
Yeah, you
But
funny.
wait a minute. Hold up. But see, here's where I be throwing my flags and shit on the play, because how the fuck you gonna sit up here and be talking about, oh, we need to come together as a black community, and I want my black this, my black queen, my black, but then gonna turn around and talk about a dirty foot, big butt, black Latina and all this. Like, come on, man. The very woman that you're trying to that you say that you claim that you're looking for, you want to build with, is the same one that you tear down on these internet streets. Come on, man. Make it make sense, bro.
What are you
I
talking
agree.
about? I'm saying I'm choosing the one that everybody. That's not a term that I made up. That's a term that somebody
No, but
said,
it's
and
a
I
term
said
that
you're
you.
goddamn right. I'm going to choose her because she. If I have to choose between the Angela Valdez Blanca looking chick and the dirty foot big butt Latina, I'm going to choose the dirty foot big butt Latina because
Right.
nine times out of ten
I
she
didn't say
looks
that.
like me.
So I did not say
I
that you. I did not say that you made up the term. What I said that is that by your continued usage of the term, that I'm calling cap on all the other bullshit that you spew, talking about the black community coming together. Because how the fuck can we come together when you sitting up here down in black women, whether they're Latina or whether they're from the fucking America? It don't fucking matter. So what the hell are you talking about, bro? I'm calling flag on the play. That's bullshit.
I'm using the terms that you all are spewing at me, and I'm flipping them on you. That's
Who
all.
on this panel said dirty foot, big butt, dirty foot Latina?
Well, I'm just saying it was said on, and I said earlier
walking
that.
around right now with no shoes on. Her feet are clean as a motherfucker, and she got a big fat ass, and she's beautiful.
Okay.
But you will never hear me coming out my mouth talking about, oh, I'm up over here with my dirty foot, beautiful big butt Latina. Come on, bro. Like, you ain't that fucking retarded, bro.
I think he was saying other people said that.
Thank
I know what
you.
he's saying. All right. So it's just like the term nigger. We didn't make up the term nigger, but a lot of people get when you say nigger, some people get triggered by that shit. Oh, we shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be down on ourselves. So I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Kumbaya, Mr. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's all join hands together as black people and come together. Bring it. You know, I'm trying to bring the second coming of Malcolm X, where we all work together and this and that. Like, how you gonna sit up here and down? How you gonna sit up here and down a black woman, whether she's a Latina or whether she's from America, or even if she was from Africa? Like, it really don't make sense to me. The shit that you're saying, it don't go together. Your message is not coinciding in your actions. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I'm teaching out of a book that everybody knows and teaching you into a book that everybody doesn't know. So when the term dirty foot, big butt Latina is the term that everybody knows. And I'm saying, well, you know, there are some positive things to doing that. And also, therefore, I'm going to take my sister, my queen, that people are considering to be a dirty foot, big butt Latina, and get her a job cleaning and also clean her feet. That's what I'm saying. And now she's no longer the dirty foot, big butt Latina that everybody considers. She's actually the beautiful black queen that she should be and walking in. That's all I'm saying.
First of all, I wouldn't use the term period.
Thank you. That's all I'm trying to say, because when I see you when you're shorty in Panama, I'm gonna be like, oh, hey, nice to meet you, black cleaners, dirty foot, big booty, black Latina.
Yeah, but guess what? You might not be saying that, and you might not even be thinking it, but there are other people who are. As I even said it in the in the back chat. My aunt, when I first met my girl 3 years ago, okay, they were nice as hell to her. But guess what? Behind the back channels, all of them was talking about, why is he dating that girl? You know what I'm saying? You know, she's from the projects of Panama. He could have did better than that. There's plenty of girls that he could have been with. But guess what? As soon as 3 years later, fast forward, she comes to my birthday party. I'm still with her. And she's like, wow, he's still with her. And she looks beautiful. Hey, how you doing? Gives her a hug and all of that. So that's all I'm saying, is that there are people that are still thinking it, even though they're not saying it.
I mean, I think it's people that's other races that just don't understand other races, and they always saying something. That goes for us too. We do it. People do it to us. I think that when my mom first met my wife, she wasn't like, even though my whole family's mixed, but I had friends, you got people they just don't understand. Some people just, my mom do. She just treat any woman like that. She don't care. She want to make sure everything is whatever. She want to control stuff. But that's another story. But the thing is, you got a lot of people that think a certain kind of way. It's like, to me, what's unknown to me when I came to PA, and I went to white family houses because I got a lot of white people friends. I rock with a lot of white people. I own businesses, so I deal with them. They see who I am. I'm very professional, not like how I am here, where I can be just me. They would think, hey, Dan, I had them say, Dan, you would never make it in jail. Never. You wouldn't make it in there because I'm a different type of person. When I own a gym, I own a logistics business. I'm around different kind of people. And I'm in the East Coast where there's a lot of celebrities. I'm around a lot of different people that come from the bottom that I grew up with. So I mingle with certain groups. But the thing is, even saying that.
Oh, he's showing her foot. Hey, Miguel, stupid.
Those are clean.
I'm showing the first mango tree.
And they're manicured. That's the other toe.
That's what I'm just trying to say. So it's going to always be somebody saying something about something that really means
that's
nothing.
A fact.
You know what I mean? Fact, right? It's going to always go like that. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. But let me chime in on that too, because once again, because it happened over here on the TV. Let me chime in on that. Reason why I don't push back in a lot of those situations, because y'all guys, especially because we are of color, I'm fighting for my life over here just not to put down black people. And niggas give me pushback on that. So I'm supposed to goddamn no, nigga, don't talk about them like that.
He said big butt, dirty Latino.
You know what I mean? I don't agree with the term and things of that nature, but at the same time, that's not something I'm gonna say. And just like say, long as people not being extremely disrespectful and being extremely vulgar, I let niggas rock out. Niggas done cooked me in my own chat before. You see what I'm saying? And I've never done another thing too, because when we talk about black people getting together, I never said all black people. Where in the world's history have that happened of any race? You know what I mean? Like that's unicorn thinking type shit. You know what I mean? But I do believe there are pockets of people, successful people that that are black and they thrive. Now I'm like Miguel. I judge a person on who they are as a person. That's like I judge a man by him being a man and not by my thought, by his thought, if by his thoughts. Because if he's saying a man supposed to do this, that, and the third, and you're not doing that, you're not a man by your own standards. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I just make it easy. I don't care what other people think about me. As long as I'm happy without regrets, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, and that's all that should matter. But a lot of times I think we get sidetracked, like say with sometimes these labels and you know what I mean, me doing that and shit like that. Say that again.
I understand. I'm eating mango while I'm talking.
Oh, okay. No, that's what's up.
I don't think that's the point. The point is saying big butt, dirty Latinas is very, very disrespectful. It didn't come from Black Cleaner, but the fact that it keeps being brought up is disrespectful. It's just like a Latina person coming on this panel saying something about dirty black monkeys. Why would I? You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. Like we don't repeat those things if we don't agree to those things. Like why are you repeating it? Like that, to me, saying big butt, dirty Latinas, dirty foot Latinas, like where the dirty feet come from? What do you mean by that? Like that's very disingenuous. So when you repeat it, it's crazy. But the minute you start repeating shit about black men, it's a problem.
No, it's not a problem. No, it
is a problem.
It's not, and I'll tell you why. Because the example that you just gave is not the same. That's like you just said a person coming over here into this space. But I guarantee you that me as a black man could go into Latin spaces to where they're not talking so favorably about everybody. You see what I'm saying?
people pointing fingers at each other instead of fixing their own problems.
Yeah, but we're not
Right.
them.
And I've
We're not
never
them, though.
listened
We
for
carry
the
ourselves
record. I
different.
That's
never
what I'm
said that.
saying,
Like I
but we
said, I never
carry
agree with that.
ourselves,
But
we
every
carry
time, for
ourselves
some
different.
reason, when I say something positive about black people, that's fucking crazy. But because I didn't come to the goddamn it, caping for Latinos and shit like that, I'm the fucking the
No,
bad guy.
no, but we
I
don't,
agree
we
with
don't,
you,
we don't,
Charlie,
we
but the
don't carry
problem is not you,
ourselves.
it's other
Hold on,
people.
expat. Hold on 1 second, expat. What I'm
Sorry.
saying is, no, you're good. What I'm saying is, we don't carry ourselves like that on this side. We don't do that on this panel.
No, that's now
That's
we
what
on
I'm
the same
talking
page like
about.
that. Now
Like,
I
so
could get
to
that.
keep
I
bringing it
could
up
get coming from
is
that angle.
disingenuous to Latina women. I am a Latina woman and girl, and I'm gonna always feel some type of way about that being said, especially on this side. I'm not having it on my panel neither, but I won't even have somebody talking bad about black people. That's all I'm saying. It's disingenuous to say big butt, dirty foot Latinas. That's all I'm saying.
You
No,
know,
and I didn't
so
disagree with you.
and
I didn't
and, and
disagree with you.
I
I'm
get
just
it.
saying that as far as hills to die on, for me, that's going to be a stretch to die on that hill. And I'm not speaking literally. I'm not. That's just a figure of speech to die on a hill.
No, that's Chan, and that's all right, and that's why I took up the cause, because especially with the with Black Cleaner, the shit that you're talking about is disingenuous. Because out of your very mouth, you just said that you rock with the black. You don't like mestizos. You don't like the light skinned ones. You don't like the ones that are white. You like the black chicks. So for you to sit up there and talk about the quote unquote dirty Blackfoot big booty Latinas, even though they're black, it's a bunch of bullshit for then you to just sit up there and say, oh, we all need to get together as the black community, this and that. Man, get the fuck out of here with that dumb. That shit sounds crazy as hell. That really, that's crazy. That's madness.
you finished?
For you
Are you
to
finished?
for you to sit up here and disrespect
Okay, I'll let you talk.
that you expect to grow with and you trying to build something with, to me, that's madness, bro. And you need to check yourself.
You done?
Unless you say some more stupid ass shit.
Okay, yeah, because I am about to say some stupid ass shit.
Then I'll give you the floor and I'll rebuttal you when you're done with your dumb shit.
Okay, now number one, all right. This is just like the third or fourth time that I've actually heard that around me, because actually I never really understood it, to be honest with you, until Magnesi actually said it, because there was a couple of times that I'm hanging out with my friends and I have a couple of friends that was around me and I'm trying to, because as I said, that's who I deal with. I deal with the girls here who are low income and work, and a lot of them that deal with the underground economy. Okay. And I remember one time I'm with one of my friends and I'm like, oh yeah, check her out. And then what he says to me, he's like, yeah, but look at her feet. Basically saying, this chick is, from the slums. And I'm sitting there like, damn, that's fucked up, So even when Magnesi said that shit, it was like he threw a brick in my direction, okay, and then hit dog's collar, because I did feel offended when he said that. But the reason that I'm saying it on here is to actually, just like how we do with the N-word, when people call us that, we put some power to it. It's like, yo, okay, so so I'm a nigga, but I think what's his name? Ryan OTO was talking about that. You can call me this and that all you want, but guess what? I'm doing a whole lot better than you, and guess what? You still can't beat me. So it's the same. So for him, so he's saying that in that realm. I'm saying that for the for the women in my realm who are being called that. But guess what? We are going to still do better, and you still can't beat us. But I don't know why you're getting offended, for it. I'm just trying to, bring light to the situation and then also change the situation to make it something positive. And I'm done.
I hear a background noise.
Fuck, I can't hear shit. Let me drop down. Fuck.
We can hear you.
Yeah, who's that? Is that
That's Charlie.
They're like Charlie in the background.
It's always Charlie. It's always Charlie.
All Okay, so my
Well,
pushback, my pushback on the situation is this: like the the hypocrisy. Even if your intentions are the best, or this, and a lot of people sometimes. I get this a lot because I'm upfront. I don't have a lot of times. I don't have time to, for lack of a better terms, pussyfoot around and say the nice feely things. You know what I'm saying? Now, and I was like that even before I went to the military. So I get this a lot of times. It's not what you say, Miguel, but it's how you say it. Everything is based on that presentation layer. Excuse me. So even though you are trying to present this as this nicely wrapped gift, it's still a pile of shit in the box. Because when you sit up here and you denigrate women, now you're denigrating two classes of women. You're denigrating black women, and then you're also denigrating Spanish women, whether they're Panamanian, Colombian, Puerto Rican, whatever, the big booty Latina, whatever group falls under that. You're denigrating two sets of women. That's what I'm saying. So, and it comes across as disingenuous, especially when you earlier on in this very cast were saying, "Oh, we need to come together as a people," this and that. Well, how are we coming to? You may think it's okay. You may think it's okay, and maybe it's because I don't know. I didn't, you know, maybe that's what they were teaching at some of those schools at all those all black institutions that you went to. I didn't go to them, so I'm not with this colonizer mentality because really that's what you sound like you have right now. I'm going down here and I'm up here, so I'm going down and I'm going to get the lowest of the low. I'm getting the dirty foot, the chicks who don't have nothing. And guess what? After they deal with me, I'm their savior. I'm black cleaner. Now I'm gonna take them to get pedicures and all your life, everything's gonna be good and this and that. Bruh, come on, man, for real. That's what it's. I'm saying that's what it sounds like.
Well, what it is no. What it's that? Yeah, to you, that's what it sounds like. But what it is this: when I go back home to Atlanta, Georgia, or when I go back home to Boston, Massachusetts, okay, I'm in the same condition that that they are here. The only difference is that my money is a little bit more different. I mean, it's a little bit more longer in Panama or Colombia than it is when I'm in Atlanta or Boston. Okay, I'm in the hood when I go to Atlanta. You're gonna see all of the hood people when I go to Atlanta. When I go to Boston, I'm in the hood. So of course, when I come to Panama, where I could have a choice to be with all of the expats in their bubble, and you've been here, so you know what I'm talking about, in the Hilton and in the Megapolis Mall and, in JW Marriott, and be over here toasting and bubbling. I know. I'm like, yo, where are my people at? Where are my people at? My people over here in Corundu, they're in San Miguelito, they're over there. Oh, but then when I say I'm going to go hang out with my people over there, then that's when they say, oh, you're going to go hang out with the what we just quoted, the XXX. And I'm going to say, yes, I'm going to go hang out with them because I am no different than them. When everybody looks at me, they view me as them. Okay, so guess what? And yes, you're right. I probably do have a savior's complex because when I was in Boston and I went to the black schools and I went to the Nation of Islam and I was, as a frequent guest, that those are the things that they were talking about. The marching orders of trying to better your community or trying to clean up your community. So yeah, I might have a little bit of more income than them, but guess what? I'm going to try to use the income to not uplift them, uplift as a community, and it was funny because a couple of the girls came to my house during my birthday party and we were talking about business, and we had a falling out, and she just went off and started doing her own thing. But when she came back, she noticed that I was still, trying to do the business here in Panama, and she sent me a text. She was like, "Oh, I really, really appreciate that you're still doing the business, even though me and you, friends. And I was saying, I told you, you know what I'm saying? You introduced me to your family. I introduced you to my family. Family and my family, you know, we have more in alike than we have different. And she was happy about that. And that's how I feel about it. I don't feel like I'm better than anybody. No, I'm the same as you. The only difference that I got is my money's a little bit longer. I have a disciplinary I'm going to use my resources to help uplift us. And I'll land there.
All right, so let me just say this, and then I'm done with it. Do you think if you were to call a chick that you're messing with in Panama, one of your one of your projects, a dirty foot, if you were to say, hey, and like for instance, when I call my shorty, I'm amor, mi amor, this and that, mireña, my queen. So if you think calling her that, oh, come here, país de sucio, gran tareso, big butt. You think she would take that as a compliment?
I gave you
And,
my
and if
book.
you do, by all means, then go ahead and do what you do. But if you think that she would accept that as a compliment, then
I gave you my book, okay? And if you read the book, I actually wrote, there's a section in the book about Jessica, one of the characters in the book, where I said me and her was being intimate, I felt her feet and her feet were hard like lobster, okay? And then when we went to go to get, I said, next week I'm going to take you to go get a pedicure. We're going to go get a pedicure together. And then when we went to go get the pedicure together, all right, I said in Spanish, okay, yo, make sure you scrub her feet because she got lobster shell for feet, and everybody laughed. Okay.
Bruh.
That's crazy.
And then
hold on. That is crazy, Black Cleaner.
But that's our little, joke that we have together. Now, when she comes over, I might be massaging her feet and she'll be like, see, my feet are not lobster feet anymore. And we'll all laugh together. So no, we do. I'm not no, hard person who's over here thinking like that. Okay. But I do joke around. Some people don't like how I joke. That's why I don't joke. I just stay the straight man a lot of times, and I just talk serious. It seems like that's all it was. I was over here trying to make a light of a serious situation, and it got to this point to where it's at. But no, yes, I have done it, and yes, it went. We laughed about it.
So did you say it like this? Did you say it like when you took her to get her feet done? You was like, yo, I don't know, like, can you make sure you scrub her feet on the bottom because it feels like leather? You know what I mean? Like,
I said in Spanish, pie, cuídate, la pie, los pies es igual as langosta, meaning her feet is the same as a lobster. And everybody laughed.
So you was low, she's from the bottom, right? And then she's like probably can't take care of her situation like that till she met you, right? That's what you mean?
Exactly. Well, yeah. I mean, she had her own house, but the thing about Panama and Latin America, and this is what I was talking about. They don't have a infrastructure here. They don't got Section 8. They don't got they don't enforce child support. They don't have all of these, benefits that America has. So, and of course, there's a heavy colorism here in Latin America. So the girls that are dark skinned like me, and I've been there with her because we've been, going door to door. I've even, been in places where, and I'm like, yo, go ask her for a job. And then she'll go over there and say, hey, are you all hiring? And they'll look at her and they'll be like, nah, we ain't hiring. But it's mostly mestizos working behind the counter or the bar. So that's when I started noticing. It's like, oh, okay, I started to get it. This Latin America is big on, la raza, improvement of the races, meaning, they trying to lighten up the race and leaving the dark skin on the bottom. So that's when I was like, oh, okay, well, we need to fix it. And that's where I've been trying to, and taking on this whole persona of what can I do in order to create a doorway for, Afro Latinas to be able to get more opportunities in Latin America, because we do have discretionary income. I do see, and I always say this, I say, these companies, JW Marriott, Hilton, all of these people, will come to Latin America, bring their money, develop the land themselves. And then once they finish developing the land themselves, they're going to hire people that look like them to run it. And I'm saying, okay, well, we're coming over here as consumers. We're going to the JW Marriott. We're going to go eat at Popeyes and PF Chang's and Olive Garden, a lot of us. And then I'm saying, well, why can't we do something different with our discretionary income? At least, do what Flipflops is doing. At least do what Jay and Miguel is doing. At least do, to where it's going to take one or two of them off the street, and we just keep doing that.
Yeah, all right.
And when I say that, they say, that's too much work, baby.
I had something I want to chime in. That's just been waiting to say it. Many of the women overseas survive before you, and they will survive after you.
You're right. But if I'm here, am I supposed to just sit here and just go party? No.
I didn't say if you're with a woman, you can't help try to make their life a little bit easier if y'all trying to start a relationship together. I didn't say that. I'm just saying in general, women survive before you and they will survive after you. That's the true fact.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, you trying to raise a community. You gotta start with your household first. You gotta get you a shorty that you can buy because
I have my own household.
No, he's talking to me right now. I'm on expat. He's talking to me.
Okay.
Like the companies that come down there, is some big corporate companies. They gonna hire who they want to hire. You gonna have to do something, like you said, like Jay and Miguel. Well, Jay and Miguel thing happened organically. All right, because how many brothers that watching this right now have been in Colombia? How many of our brothers went to Miguel and Jay joint? You know what I'm saying? So if we can't do that and we all build each other, now you think straight, you think everybody else is gonna do it? So the thing is, what I'm just trying to say is, you gotta have the bread to build up something and then hire who you want to hire. If you can't do that, you ain't changing nothing.
I agree.
Exactly. I agree with you.
And you ain't gonna find the people unless you bump into some solid dudes. I'm sure that the way Miguel, his age, and Jay, his age, and what they done, how long it took them to meet each other to do what they done.
You're right.
So,
but in the meantime, I'm going to keep bringing up the issue until I can do it, because just like what you're saying, okay, I do got to bump into it, but I can't unless it's my opinion. So yeah, I'm going to, keep talking about it, but at the same time, little by little, do something about it. What I can about it.
No, I believe you like me. All right, I got a logistics company. I got 5 people. Five people that's not doing too good and they need help, and I put them in position. But you know what I mean? That's all I can do is the people I'm around. I can't try to do this block, this neighborhood, because everybody ain't gonna think like that. And then the people I'm dealing with trying to put on, they'll quit, they'll try to come back, they do this, they flippy, floppy. You know what I mean? You'll destroy yourself before you help everybody else. So what you gotta do is just find your alignment of people and rock with them and see who you can build with. And if you can't, start all over, because you're gonna be starting over a lot of times. I can tell you that right now.
Yep, and that's what I've been doing, and that's what I've been doing right now. Exactly. I got a small circle that I deal with, and I just been rocking with them. You know what I'm saying? We've been, on this for about a year now. Trying to get this thing together, and we're making some progress. You know what I'm saying? Because right now the only thing that I can do is refer them, because they do have skills. So what I do is, since I'm in, these travel circles, I just refer them out, as like I'm a staffing agency. When people are looking for work, looking for workers to do certain things, I know that they can do it. I'll say, hey, homegirl knows how to braid. Check her out. This girl knows how to cook. Check her out. Oh, you need a babysitter while y'all want to go on.
Yeah. You plug the people in. You put money
Exactly. I plug them in.
Like when I go see Jay or I see McGizzy and I go out there and I need they plug us in. I get that, but what I'm just trying to say is, for you talking about plugins right now, but you really want to change people's lives, and you can't because your situation ain't changing lifeable vibes. You're thinking too far out. And then by you thinking too far out, and then people catching you on little things that, come on, you talking about this, but you got to stay in your bracket. It's outside your pay grade. Right now. Just right now. You know what I'm
saying? So you're saying I should just shut up?
No, I ain't say you should shut up. I would never tell you to do that. I'm saying what I'm trying to say is you speak what you speak.
I just tell you to do what makes you happy.
Just do what you can control, what you could do. That's it. And when I say start with you, get you right. And then when you get this certain individual, this shorty, you get her right. Y'all get your bread together and y'all do something together, because ain't nobody going to come help, because people are gatekeepers. People are not, they don't believe in your vision. People are going to, and then you get with people, you got to make sure, like, okay, Jay and Miguel got together. It ain't just because they did that. You got to understand, Jay and Miguel not pocket watching each other neither. They trust each other to a point. That's man, it's gonna be hard for you to find somebody to do business with, and it's gonna be extra hard to find somebody that you trust. So, and then you can let them do them without you watching over them like a hawk. See, the thing is, it's just like they hit the lotto. You know how many times I play lotto, I can't hit. Everybody else hitting somewhere around the world, hitting, and I can't hit. They hit the lotto. You're not gonna hit, because I hope you do, but it's gonna be more times that you're gonna fail. You just got to keep going, and that's what keeps me going, because it only takes one chance to change your whole life. Now, my life is great, but I want it to be better. So the thing is, it's gonna take time, and you're gonna go through a lot of obstacles. But you don't hear me saying, "Yo, I want all of us to get together," because we could all do that. Everybody could put up $5,000 to open up something and do something, but they're not going to do it, because that person went about, man, if it don't go right, I'm losing $5K. But I'm a gambler. I go to casinos. I shoot. I'm a gambler. I'm a gambler in my life. I do business. I try. I fell. I had clothing stores. I had a lot of things. I fell. I just keep going because I don't know no other way.
Yeah.
I'd rather bleed.
Hey, real quick, guys. Let me put some respect on my good brother YV chat. Shout out to my good brother YV, pulling up, showing big love in the chat, man. Always appreciate it, bro. Bro, it's good to see you, man. Hope you enjoyed yourself on your trip. He says, Cleaner, are you still a lover boy, my good man?
Huh? I'm always a lover boy. That's what keeps me motivated.
Yeah, shout out to you for that, bro.
Yo, but I gotta go to work in like 5 hours, man. Shout out to all y'all, man. Y'all do your thing, all right?
All right,
YV right there before you get up out of here. He said, yes, sir, right here. Scared money don't make money.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact, YV. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying, everybody, like, when you get that chance, you take off. And when I get that chance, you're gonna see me out there like I seen you over there on a lawn chair on the beach with a Yao Ming on the side of you. I seen it, you heard? Hey, yo, X-Pac, Ronan, Black Cleaner, you know what I'm saying? Charlie Chain TV. I rock with y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, brothers, man. You heard?
I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow, bro. Me and you gonna chop it up.
Enjoy.
Wow, what I do, man? I did something again. Damn, man.
No, man. You know we the bros, and like Jay-Z said, man, nobody wins when the family feud. You know what I mean?
Man,
we chop it up though, man.
Sometimes we gotta disagree. Because
Yeah,
that
and I
sharpens
prefer
your
that because
skills.
that let me know I'm not in the echo chamber.
Nah, it
Because
sharpens
when
your
I
skills.
get leery when niggas agree with everything I
It
say.
sharpens your skills, man. Sharpen your skills, boy.
Right, for
It's
sure, for
like
sure.
just like I said before. I don't have to agree with everything that a person says to rock with them.
No, that's a fact.
Right.
That's
So
what
I would like
do.
to know. I would like to know. Just thinking back, Black Cleaner. Do you think that any of those institutions, all those all Black institutions that you went to, do you think that that had any impact on the current lens that you're looking at people through? And because some would dare might I say that you in fact sound racist in your rhetoric.
And I will say yes, I am. If just like because they say what a racist is the love of their race, just like a pianist loves playing the piano, the scientist loves the science, and et cetera, et cetera. But does the institutions that I went through show? I mean, yeah, give me a lens. Yeah, they give me a lens of what Black people can do when they are together working in one. You know what I'm saying? Your institution that you created is another institution that I've experienced and went through to see. It was like, yo, this is this is what I want to put out here and duplicate and imitate. I mean, and we can all do this. So yes, your institution, Greg, and Flip Flop's institution, Jeff's institution, every place that I've been to that I've seen Black people, doing it and getting something tangible and working together are the inspirations that keep me going.
Okay, well, I like the way you put that positive spin on being racist, but okay, if that's what you feel like you are, then you go right on ahead and you keep on
But
believing.
hold on. So you mean to tell me that Flip or Miguel and Jay with the businesses they done, they got a lot of people that's not the same color as them making it all work. You know that, right?
But see, the thing is this, and let me say it like this. I remember when Barack Obama and what's her name, Miss Clinton was running for president, and then somebody said to them, "Why can't you all run together on the same ticket?" And then Barack Obama said, "Sure, but who's going to be president?" See, that's the key right there. Anytime that we as Black people are working together with people, a lot of times they want us to play the support, second class person or the first mate. You know what I'm saying? So for me, so if it's wrong for me to say, "Hey, I want to work with these other people, but I want to work with these other people as equal, or I want to work with them as me being a self-contained unit and them being a self-contained unit, and we working together that way instead of he's my boss and I'm his employee," then yeah, I'm racist. I'm sorry.
You
Call
know
me
what?
racist.
No, that's really ego. Has nothing to do with racism. Because Hillary Clinton very well, once Obama got his nomination, could have said, "You know what? I'm gonna fall in line and help you out. I'll be your vice president."
Exactly.
But her ego stopped her.
Vice versa.
It's not about racism. That's ego. Thinking you still better than the person that won or beat you. And instead of working together, I'll just wait around and see if I can try to beat you out next time. The one thing I did like about Ross Perot was he was willing to work with anybody on both sides, even though he was trying to run as a Republican until Daddy Bush would step away. This is one of the main reasons why I'm an independent and not a fucking Republican to this day. Ego.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Shout out to y'all for that. Real quick, let me put some respect on my good brother YV. He said, Black Cleaner, have you had to evict someone from your property before?
Oh yeah, sure. Most definitely.
That's what's up.
Was they Black?
Yeah, of course.
Why didn't you let them stay? They were Black.
Because money talks and bullshit runs the marathon. And actually, let me put it to you like this: I did let them stay for 6 months, unpaid. So I think eventually you gotta, draw the line somewhere.
I don't think you let him stay. I think it took 6 months for you to get him out of here.
Nah, no. Nah, this
So
is
that can't
Georgia.
happen.
Georgia, you can evict them within 30 days, 45 days.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. You guys can keep cooking. I'm just trying to get some work done right fast because I got to do it. I forgot to run to the bank, so I got to move some money to the bank.
Oh, it ain't no thing. We just we just doing a vote in the background to change black cleaner name to black racist.
Damn. Damn.
God damn.
Hey,
I'll happily accept it. You can put a black Hulk Hogan right next to it too.
Damn.
Yep, that's what we're going with.
I tell people label me however you want. I'll pin it.
Yeah.
I got a question for the panel because both Black Cleaner and Charlie Chan was in the room. Is my thought process flawed, or were they just not catching on?
No, I don't think it was flawed.
No, you weren't in the room. Were you?
You talking about the interview?
Oh,
well, they on that, pro. They want the black queen type of situation. So of course, when you came in and you was like, oh yeah, I'm with a Filipino, that just changed the whole dynamic of everything.
Confirmed, and OJ said it. I confirmed. I married 2 black women prior. I have,
and that's why they were on your side, really, because they was like, okay, well, this is something different. Because remember, you got to remember. You had what's it called? That other dude, Game Changer, who was on there, and he was over there talking about down in black women and all of that. So
yeah, he was off the panel by the time I got on. Yeah,
exactly. And so by the time you came on, remember the whole topic was about Jamie Foxx dating white women and being pro-black. So it's like, how are you going to be pro-black and sleeping white?
When I got on the panel, I'm pro-black, but I'm dating a Filipina. So that matched up to what they were talking about.
Exactly. But see, the difference was they was trying to figure out where to put you. Are you a game changer or are you something different? So when you said, well, I've been married twice to black women. So they were like, okay, totally separate. We can't put him in the game changer box. We gotta, we gotta actually, isolate him and put him as his own person. Now tell me about your life and what's going on with you and your situation. And that's how that came to be.
Okay, well, I mean, we still at 58 years old think I'm some kind of naive individual. Like I haven't experienced life or traveled the world. I was lost on that. What do you think you know more than I do, or have heard of more than I do at my age?
It's like I tell people, my definition of a genius is understanding you don't know everything.
And the biggest thing is there's always exception to every fucking rule.
Yeah.
It depends on who's running the fucking game.
I agree. If you don't like the game or you think it's rigged, then don't play it. Find you a game that you can win at.
Who you asking that to, Bias? Who you asking that to? Which race gives or give you the most problems? Keep it real. White, blacks, and Hispanics. Who you asking
white.
that to?
For me, it's whites. I'm sorry, but but at the same time, I'm not. I'm like a Tariq Nasheed. I'm trying to get tangible. But naturally, because I'm trying to get that people want to give me, I'm going to come up against some opposition.
Because a white person, black person, or Hispanic person, or Asian person gives me a problem, I don't label the whole group as a problem. That's an individual problem with them. They created the problem. And I simply walk away from it.
You can operate like that.
I don't label things as black and white and all that. I look at people as humans.
I got to call back on that. Everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, come back on it.
It's
rather I'm a living sample of what I say.
Okay, I get that. But what I'm saying is whether you allow it to bother you or not is one thing. But you do understand there's a colorism issue, generally globally, and you are aware of it, you're very conscious of it. You, even though you're in our room, you're very conscious of there's a global issue with colorism just by hearing our stories. So it's not like you don't see color, you see it, but you don't let it affect you.
Who creates that issue?
The people that voice it, obviously, because it doesn't bother me either. I don't allow it to bother me, but I do know there's colorism problems. I understand it within my own community, being a light-skinned brother, and I was getting thrown under the bus because I am. I'm not dark enough. I talk too proper, and all the other things that come along with that shit too.
Everybody knows. They just people just ignore it, but they know. Everybody knows. Exactly. Even they know. We know.
It's the phrasing that you use that I don't pay attention. Yes, you do. You just don't allow it to
focus on the solutions.
Exactly.
And not don't complain
exactly. And then I rest at that point, and that's exactly right. We all do that. We don't ever let color hinder us from doing the things we want to do. That's exactly. That's a non starter. He said the question was asked and answered. I mean, in error. So no problem, brother.
Hey, Black Cleaner. You're a racist.
Oh, as a tenant. Okay, I guess it's to somebody that has a property. It might be you, Black Cleaner. He says, as tenants, which race gives you the most problems in regards to eviction? White, blacks, and Hispanics. Which one of those? For people that own property.
Well, I mean, I've only had one white tenant since I've been in the real estate business. And because most of my tenants, because my spots are usually in the hood. So of course the white folks ain't coming to live where my spots are at. I only had one person and he only stayed for like he was up. Yeah, for the most part, the ones that stay there are usually gonna be the same as me. And I usually get decent people because my property, I make my properties nice, and I also hired a property manager to handle that situations for me. So, but at the same time too, I mean, my people know. I let them know. You pay, you stay. You don't, you won't.
I didn't hear a definitive answer whether that was a white, black, or Hispanic.
I don't have, I really don't have any problems, with evictions, to be honest with you. I've only had to evict one person. He didn't pay for 6 months.
White, black, or Hispanic?
That one person was black. And actually, he was my cousin.
Brother,
hey, I'm out here, y'all. One love.
It was my cousin who screwed me over.
It ain't your family trying to screw you over. It ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Charlie meant.
I don't know. He's kind of in and out of the panel.
Yeah, family will take advantage of you in a heartbeat, bro.
All day long. And twice on Sundays.
Yeah, I agree. About the only ones that really did anything for me was my mom and my father.
You had to call your daddy?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Who, me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Somebody say something about your father.
My daddy. Like, what type of shit is that?
No, I said the only people that have actually done anything to help me in life was my mother and father. And in return, I bought them a house when I was fixing and buying and fixing homes and stuff. Put it in their name. Also took care of them until they passed away. I could have went overseas a lot earlier if I wasn't taking care of my mom that was passing away from cancer. But I'd stay there and make sure she was taken well care of until she passed. And that's all. And then after that, I focused on my own self. My own two sisters. My younger sister's doing better now, but all they did was they were like leeches. All they did was strain me. Never did give me anything in return. Always want me to do something for them, and get offended if I couldn't bend over backwards for them.
Yeah,
and two of those people that asked to borrow money were my two sisters when I was in ICU.
Like family.
Yeah.
I think we all got those stories, white, black, or other. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So there's that.
Big facts. Big facts.
Mm. Man, if I told y'all some shit, it would be crazy. Like, but you know that I think that's just things like, come on, man, that's like OTO say, that's just life. Believe it or not, we got people. Well, I can say we got, but it's been times throughout history to where one sibling was finna inherit the kingdom and the other sibling deleted them. Like, shit, that shit happens, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's just crazy, but it is what it is. Y'all brothers started cooking, and then I just realized I had realized that I had to I generally like to take the bread to the bank, but I just had to because I'm not paying no late fees. I feel like that shit is like setting your bread on fire, so I had to send it from one account to the other. But yeah, no, I think that's okay. Let me read this by YV too. Shout out to YV in the chat pulling up. He said, for Black Cleaner, as tenants, which race gives you the most problems, regardless of evictions, black, white, or Hispanic?
Yeah, I already answered that. I said my family. That was the only person I had to evict.
Oh yeah, and I think that goes without saying. Your family gonna fuck you over every time, bro. Oh, god damn it, did I not pay that? Man, I'm looking at my shit and like I'm like, damn, how did I let this get by me? So I gotta pay this shit too. Fuck. That's gonna be a some bitch. But yeah, no, man. I think tonight's been a it was interesting live and things of that nature. We definitely got to got a chance to dissect some things and actually share some thoughts and that'd be my goal over here, guys. Like my goal is not to put down anybody or put down anything because at the end of the day, everybody on this panel knows something that I don't know. So I look at it as something that I can learn from somebody. You know what I mean? So I'm saying that I'm a sponge, and a lot of these conversations, I I leave with something more than what I came with. So man, shout out to y'all for that. Go ahead.
I'll be the first person to say I'm not perfect, but I do try to offer constructive criticism, and it's mainly based on my life experiences. You know, it's not right for everybody, and it never will be. But some people might find value, others don't. Just take what advice you can to create yourself a better life with. If you don't like anything I say, then toss it in the trash can where it belongs. If you like what others say, then use that to help you make it create a life that you're happy with.
Mm-hmm. There you go. I mean, I'm in agreement with that. It's just that it's just that like say a lot of times people not going to see eye to eye. You know what I mean? A lot of times people are not going to be on the same page. But where I think the growth come in to where we could sit down and converse and it don't go to us disrespecting calling each other mfers or b's and stuff like that. So yeah, no, shout out to that because that's what I'm on regardless of
Yeah.
what goes on. And if it's somebody that I have a personal relationship with, like I got their number, unless it was like the thing with Africa, you'll never see me get into it with nobody that I actually have their personal number because I don't think that's the way that men should conduct their business.
I think you heard me say before, insults only work if you pick them up. You know, you had people say things that I could have got upset with, but you see me, I act pretty much the same that I am now. You don't see me getting very emotional and stuff. I see me laugh and stuff like that. But you know, I don't let other people push my buttons. If that's what they want to think, that's up to them. It doesn't change how I live my life.
Facts. Expat just hit you with the life is like a box of chocolates.
I learned that the hard way when I was
Facts.
29 years old and had a stroke, waking up in the ICU, wondering what the heck happened.
Well,
At
but
that, at
yeah,
that particular point, I thought my life was over.
I'm glad you're still here, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact, man.
Um, I've been, when it comes to health, I've been very lucky, even though it's been pretty hard.
I heard an old P say he said you could give out but don't give up.
Yeah.
Facts. Big facts.
I'm
Hey,
trying
did
to
you
remember.
read what YS said for the response of why he asked that question?
No, nah, he just literally just got up there. But I don't know. I'm fine. I don't know when y'all see me lean close to my phone, it's because I'm trying to read the small words on it because I got some financial shit up on my computer. But
Okay.
shout out to YV pulling up in the chat. He say, my purpose of the question was to illustrate that focusing on race will always put you in a position where your own race will disappoint you. Only thing that matter, let me move that, these days is peace, no race. Shout out to you for that, bro. And you know what? I agree with that. You know what I mean? I definitely agree with that because um see, it's certain things that I don't feel comfortable saying on here. Like I say, only reason why I brung up black women tonight is because it was talking about femininity. But generally, when I talk about women, I try not to specify like black women. I generally say Western women. You know what I mean? So I definitely get that. But I now I'm saying all that to say like Miguel, the people that done the worst things to me has been people that look like me. But the people that I've been around the most is people that look like me. You know what I mean? Like that's just like how my life has worked out. But at the same time, I'm not gonna say all black people are bad because of those few experiences. That's just like I think anybody of any race is ignorant to plague a whole race with your ideology and you haven't met the
I
whole race.
agree. I
That's
agree.
crazy. You know what I mean? Because I believe in every race got scum and every race got up well-to-do people. Every race got honest and moral people. It's just unfortunately the negative get more attention than the bad. That's why soap operas was such a big thing.
Can I ask a
Misery makes.
question? And I want to pose it to the panel, okay? And because every time, right, we can talk about, Jewtown in Chicago. We can talk about Chinatown all over the world, little Mexico or Spanish town or whatever. But as soon as somebody be like, yo, we need to have a black town, now all of a sudden the whole situation of and all of these come to fruition. Why can't, what's the problem? And the funny thing is that we do have black towns. We do have the Atlanta, Charlotte, North Carolinas, or the Raleighs, and you pockets of black people. But we're just trying to take those
That's
same
crazy.
models and bring them elsewhere. I mean, we have a whole town in Cartagena, Colombia, okay, called Palenque that's been a free black town for 400 years. Okay. But as soon as I say, hey, damn, yo, that shit is fire. How about we put a Palenque all over the world? Oh, that nigga's racist.
When did anybody say that was racist?
I don't think you heard anybody say that. I think you're misconstruing the whole message. So let me that I can't speak for nobody else but myself. So let me go back to what my original issue with you was,
It's
and
fair. I
that
just thought it was funny.
and
That's why I put it up there. But I know you.
and
Oh, I
yeah, and
laughed too. No worries.
yeah, yeah, and that is with the unity of, like, this is something that you harp on, but I think you might have taken it too far to the left or to the right or whatever direction you want to go in. I think you might have swung the pendulum a little bit too far. That's all I'm asking. Like, because for you to sit up here and then all I'm saying is, for me, it seems a little disingenuous when you're talking about these people, and you may think that it's like a term of endearment or something. And that's why I asked you the simple question. Hey, have you, the woman that you're dealing with in Panama, tomorrow or the next day, whenever you see her, do me a favor and call her a dirty foot, big butt Latina, and then come back to the panel and let us all know how she took that. Did she take that as a compliment?
Now I got a little pushback, Miguel. Not
You froze.
You froze, bro.
God damn it. YouTube
we
be
can hear
hating
you.
on me. It's a conspiracy.
We can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Yeah, get it out while your internet's still connected.
I
I
had the
know
button
y'all
to. I
got
had the
internet better
button to
than me,
freeze
and
you.
I'm in the goddamn country. But what if she not? What if she don't have a big butt, Miguel?
Nah, she
Should we
got a
just
big
call her
butt.
Dirty Foot Latina?
Damn.
All I'm saying is, on one hand, you're preaching unity and all this and that, but then on the other hand, you're throwing what a lot of people would consider insults. And like I thought I explained it rather eloquently. Like, you're not just taking shots, you're taking shots at two different demographics. Now you're taking shots at Black women because this is what you say you always deal with. This is your preference, so everybody knows, because you said I don't like mestizos, I don't like light skinned women. So by default, we know that you're talking about a Black woman, and then you threw Latina in on top of all that. So it's not that anybody's saying this. Now I'm just saying, like, bro, that's a little bit extreme. Like, so you're preaching all this unity, but then on the other hand, like, some people will say, well, that's divisive language. That's all I'm saying. So, and don't take my word for it, because I'm neither a Latina or a dirty foot. I don't know. Some people, I have been eating a lot.
I'm glad
so
you can say the other thing, man. I
you know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
it.
So
I appreciate it.
you know what I'm saying. So that's why I said, ask the chick that you're dealing with in Panama, or call her that, and see if she see how she likes it. Does she like that as a term of endearment, or does she take offense to it? That's all I'm saying. We need to be cognizant of a people, because we don't, just the same way as Black people don't like people calling them nigga, or some people may like some other derogatory term for whatever ethnic group or color or this and that. People are sensitive to certain terms and certain language, and that it just ain't cool. It ain't cool. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh damn! Who was banned for their comments? Uh-oh.
Shout out to you,
I
Ronnie.
did.
That
I
you
did.
did that, Ronnie?
Yeah, I did that.
Shout out to you. You was on it this time.
Yeah, the minute I
time
started.
to where you like, no, they not in my chat, but I ain't even see what he put up.
No, he was in my chat. He's in my chat too. So I put him on a 30-minute ban on my room, and then I came into StreamYard and banned him too.
Okay, I don't know what you said, but you got belt to ass. You got belt to ass.
I don't know what he says,
right away
but
too.
From knowing Ronan on the panel, being on multiple live streams, he probably had good reason to.
Yeah, real quick, let me read this from YV. Shout out to YV. He said, your phone is breaking up cleaner. You need to change from Metro PCS to Google Fi wireless. I think I'm gonna get it. Well, no, I got something in the works though.
That's funny.
I don't want to give it away. But yeah, shout out to my good brother YV. Okay, guys, now what like OTO said, I said that like what 2 hours ago, an hour ago. So man, we're gonna go and close out here, man. I think I'm gonna try to get a stream up for tomorrow. It's gonna be something a little bit more Friday-ish. You know what I mean? Come in and pop your shit type shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, anybody wanna close out with something quick and precise, man? Like we don't need life stories and shit. I just want to give you guys
No, you had a
moment
question
to say
for
your
me.
final thought.
You had a question for me before, but I wasn't able to come on because I was out with the fam.
Yeah.
O'Shea's panel. I don't know what it was.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't even. I don't know. Maybe
Oh no, he said, "Do you want to come and talk about your experience on O'Shea's panel?" And you actually did cover that while we were here.
Oh, okay.
He also said something about the little hats.
Yeah, you definitely.
Oh, they were having a discussion about the war, and I said, why is it always the media spins everything to it's the United States' fault when we didn't start the war? The little hats started the war, and we saw it as a target of opportunity and decided to get in a war by proxy and drop a couple experimental weapons. How'd that make us the ones that started it?
Well, yeah, I get that. Let's dissect that tomorrow night for real. But I think that's a fair point. I'm not as versed as a lot of you guys, especially a lot of you guys that have actually served, because you know the inner workings of things that goes on, especially more than I do. But I'm down to discuss it tomorrow.
Just real quick, I think everybody heard me say before the world is on puppet strings.
Yeah, I believe so too. Yeah, everything's an illusion, bro. Like even with like home ownership, you own it until you don't pay the taxes on that mug. You know what I mean? That's it's just is what it is. But
Fact.
but we can what you gonna
Like,
do? Like I
like
know
my
what I'm gonna
wife.
do. I'm gonna move out there with Miguel and them or out there in the DR. That's what I plan on doing. But it is what it is.
Um, I live in Thailand. My wife owns this house that I'm staying at, and she only paid like a fee in the 13 years one time. It was like 250 baht. I think that's what, like $6-7 USD.
That's
And
crazy.
I'm not even sure if that was taxes.
Yeah, now she probably just looking out on somebody. $6. God damn.
She had
But
she had to go to the government office and pay it, and it was in relation to the house.
oh, okay. Well, that's a blessing.
That's
You
what's
said
up.
she only had to pay it once, man. I
Yeah,
know people that's
overseas
paying.
property tax is ridiculously low, man. Once you own the property, they barely try to get property tax out of you.
And a lot of people say you can't own property in Thailand. That's true, but you can lease it. And if you get like a business visa, I think there's a way you can get own property that way, but it's very expensive.
But also,
It's,
I heard that you could, you can own condos. So if the property is,
yeah,
you
you
know,
can own a condo.
yeah, you can own the condo in the building.
Is it
Yeah,
Yeah,
own
the
or
building,
is
as
it
long as
own
the
or is it
building
that
is
100-year
over,
lease?
I think
No,
it's
it's
a
owned.
55%. Listen,
Okay.
as long as the building is 55% occupant with foreign nationals, you can own in that
Okay. Okay.
but
condo.
but just to make it real quick, Charlie did want to end the live stream.
Yep. Let me read this from well, before I say that, like anybody, you guys, black cleaner, shoot. Closing thoughts. Boom.
Thanks for having me on the panel. Check out my live on Monday at the Black Cleaner on YouTube. We're going to be talking about brotherhood and travel, brotherhood, and building abroad.
Shout
So I'm
out to
still
you.
on my pro-black brotherhood thing. So, and all of those who was in favor of that, check me out so we can talk about it.
Shout out to you.
All right. Colonel Stink Meter. Have a good evening.
Real quick.
That's my
X-Pac,
boy.
you up, sir? Shoot. What you
I
got?
just
You
make
wanna say
it
before we get
plain
up
and
out of here?
simple for everybody. Your happiness doesn't need other people's approval. Do what makes you happy, long as it ain't hurting others. And with that, thanks for having me on the panel. In the comments, I even like the ladyboy comment.
I thought it was a little funny. I ain't want to offend you, so I took it down kind of quick. But we
My
know
thing
we
is,
know that's
say it
not
with
the
your
truth.
chest. If you're going to say it, go on that man's channel and say it to him.
Yeah.
Don't come through my channel to say it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, well, that was right after I said insults only work if you pick them up.
Right.
Facts. Expat
I
dropping
find that
gems.
stuff funny.
Expat
Oh,
the
it's funny,
jeweler
but I'm like,
dropping
if you
gems
really
all
want to
night.
make a point, go in that man's room and say it. Don't come over here using me as by proxy to insult somebody.
And
I don't
just to
play
make
that.
it clear, not so much in the village, but when I was in Chiang Mai, I had a few lady boyfriends that respected my
He meant
sexuality.
friends. He
I was
mean
having,
lady boyfriend.
I don't mean taking them back to the hotel and stuff like that. I mean there's actually people I met, and some of them, and the difference between a lady boy and the one like the men that transition in America. Lady boy will tell you that they're a lady boy. They straight up with you. They tell you straight out. They don't sit there and try to hide it or
So
say that.
basically, you just confirmed every brother out there that said they didn't know they knew.
They know. Yeah, they
They
know.
knew.
Yeah,
Well, I can say now the surgery in Thailand for the transitioning has got so good that a lot of people cannot tell.
But if they tell you, you could tell.
Yeah, they tell them. And to bring that up, I know you don't want to keep the live going. I went with some friends to a bar, and there was this guy trying to pick up this lady boy. He was drunk. And the girl goes,
Oh
"Do
yeah.
you like lady boys? Do you like lady boys? Ain't no way you can be a lady boy." Well, he was sure fired up to take her on back to his hotel room. I mean, I'm not sure if he was into lady boys or he's just so drunk he just didn't listen. But
Nope. Nope. You're not buying
anyway,
that.
I just wonder what was the first thing that popped up when they got back to the hotel.
Ah, nice. Yeah, no, we ain't buying that. You don't get drunk and just want to go that way. That thought and desire was there
Yeah.
long before you
I
took
would
your
have
first sip.
sobered up real quick. I'd be
Right.
like,
I've
what?
never took a sip and
And
thought about
I
going
will
the other
admit
way. Ain't
the
no
lady
way.
boy did look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
But
shout out to you. Yeah, no,
but the
that's what's
thing
up.
but the thing was she already told me she was a lady boy and I don't swing that way.
But he swung yours. But but Ronan, you wanna say any outro words?
Nah, brother, this is your world. I'm just here trying to bring some squirrel nuts over here.
Y'all, he been out of the country too long. They didn't change up his OG vernacular. You know what I mean? No, young blood, it's your
Bringing
world.
a
I'm just
little bit of
listening.
honey
You know
nut
what I
and
mean?
Cheerios to the panel.
I'm a
You
little
know how
tired, man.
them
I went on a
old
hike this
players used to
morning.
talk back in the day.
We went to this dam that they have out here. I did, like I said, I walked over a wire bridge that was it's suspended over a river, but the river was kind of dried out. Plus, they were updating the side of the banks to look more eye appealing because it's more of a tourist spot now.
Okay,
So we went and did some nature stuff this morning, first thing.
for sure. That's what's up. Real quick, Miguel, you wanna you got any closing words, final thoughts, Jerry Springer style? Boom, boom, boom.
Oh yeah, so me as far as like, the pro black, pro whatever, anybody can be whatever they want to be. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I feel very strongly about giving people the opportunities. That's one of the reasons why I was in the military. Because guess what? I believe America is the greatest country on the earth, and we give anybody the military backs up anybody's right to be or believe whatever they want to believe in. Even if I am diametrically opposed to it, guess what? I fought for your right to have that belief. So I'm really never against anybody, but I will always get into I will always want to dialogue with somebody to see what's behind that, what's behind that belief that you have. And sometimes things may get intense, so I don't want nobody to think that it ain't no beef between me and the black cleaner. He's actually a cool dude, but I just don't agree with what he was calling the women, what he was calling the Latino women. So, and that's it. I mean, especially like Chan, I'll send you my. I did the DNA.
Ancestry? Yeah.
I'm so, bruh.
Remember,
Just say
Say
you a
that
mutt.
again, Miguel.
Just say you a mutt. Say you a mutt. We all know. Just say it.
Bro, I even have
thing.
some middle. I even got like 5% Middle East. I was like, where the hell did this come
I
from?
don't know where I got Malaysian from, but my mom has some Malaysian in her. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I never did one of those DNA backtrack where my ancestry come from.
yeah. So
I just know I'm a mixed mongrel.
right, and I have nothing against it. My belief is, you know what? Everybody should bang everybody else and have
Yeah.
and
Quickest way to get rid of racism is breed it out.
exactly.
Everybody mixed up. Now
Everybody the same color.
Everybody right. Everybody have a
And guess what, guys? Even with that being said, people will still find something to discriminate.
Find something else to
That's
make
just
themselves better than the other. Exactly.
Yeah.
Drama sells in this world.
Yeah, that's a fact. So with that being said, I'm gonna read YV chat before we get up out of here, and then yeah, I'll say some closing words and we close out. Dark skin, light skin, white skin, they all do you dirty or do you well. History tell us all what we need to know in regards to colorism. Just let it be. It will never change. Never. Shout out to you. That's a fact, man. Like, no matter what happened, that's just like with this political shit. And people want to go back and forth. Like, bro, ain't no matter who win, they ain't gonna come knock on our door and be like, bro, we made it. You ain't gotta work no more. You know what I mean? We gotta keep working no matter who in that joint. We gotta find us a way no matter who in there. So it is what it is on my side, but I agree with you wholeheartedly. Guys, I think I'm gonna implement a new policy too. We just gonna say a time and we just gonna end it at that time. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
man, I study be going over. I study be going
You know
over.
what? You need to give somebody else that button that don't have no fucking feelings. They'll push the button for you.
No, we be cooking though, man. I think.
See, he already backed out of it.
Yeah, wait a minute.
You often hear me say, you always say you're going to end the live stream, then it goes on for another 2-3 hours.
Yeah, I'm about to hop on because Drake just dropped 3 albums, bro. I got to go listen to them. So,
damn, yeah, that's a fact. I'm gonna go watch. Go check out Academic on that too. But y'all have a good one, man. This is Charlie Chan with Charlie TV, and we are
all right.
Over and
take
out.
care.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out the travel corner, the undisputed global contender, TV. Yeah. Bell ring, ding. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Step in the ring, yeah, he the man. Passport stand, I watch him land. Heavyweight moves, world in his hands. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Gloves laced tight, camera in hand. Every city turned to a fan. Main event, every time he land. Walk in the ring like Rio Carnival. Brazil nights, feel unstoppable. Boca Chica sand, tactical. Blue mall drip, fashionable. Moxie vibes, traveler excellence. Yacht life, waves that presence. Designer breakfast, elegance. Camera steady, intelligence. Mr. Flight still made it, turn setbacks into greatness. Every yell built patience, now the arena shaking. He don't throw punches, he throw punches. Left hook angles, confidence. Right hook at his dominance. Heavyweight grind, no nonsense. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Step in the ring, yeah, he the man. Passport stand, I watch him land. Heavyweight moves, world in his hand. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Gloves laced tight, camera in hand. Every city turned to a fan. Main event, every time he land. Carnival lights, championship. Brazilian nights, ownership. Ocean waves, that motion grip. Camera lock, no focus slip. Every vlog like title defense. Every upload makes silence tense. Algorithm can't stop the champ. He move global, no fence. Polo, fresh, clean, fit. Breakfast, views, lead, mix. He saying rounds, 3-minute clips. Every trip hit peak, metrics. He ain't loud, but the moves speak. From Island Heat to city streets. From turbulence to front row seats. Now the whole crowd on their feet. They doubted the vision, he tightened the gloves. They questioned the grind, he rose above. Now the lights flash bright, every city prime time. Every vlog prime time, yeah, prime time. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Ain't no event across the land, yeah. From beachside sand to the stand. Heavyweight with the camera in hand. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Bell ring loud, he don't stand. World tour written in the plan. Undisputed, travel chant. If you want it.